All right, so we are live on the YouTube arena. Guys, if you guys are on YouTube, let me know how you feel about the new overlay. Let us know. I kind of like it. It looks fresh. It looks sexy as shit. Let us know. It looks good. I think it looks good. So you guys let me know. Let me know. Even if you watch the replay, let me know. Because I think it looks sexy. I don't know. I don't know. I love my own shit. So there you go.
Okay. Oh wow.
So let's see what Smooth has to say.
Okay. Let me. Oh.
Let's see what Smooth thinks.
Okay. Let me check that out. Okay. Let me get to YouTube right away. Just check out something.
I'm gonna see what his reaction is.
Yo, I got you. Hold on. All right. Come on. Okay.
I'm waiting for his reactions, boy, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Hold on. There. Come on. I'm trying to get it here. Okay. You just loaded that up. Okay. Wait. Yes, it is. Okay. Let me. Hold on. I'm getting it right. Getting it right now. And oh shit.
See, look at his reaction. See that? You see that?
Oh shit. Let's go. Let's
I thought you would.
motherfucking go.
I thought you would like that. Yeah. I thought you would like that
Let's
on both
go.
sides.
Oh shit. Like it, guys. Listen. Listen, it's like the dynamic duo, ladies and gentlemen, and we are ready to rock and roll with it. Let's go.
So we got a lot to talk about on the show tonight. So we got a lot of stuff. So we're just gonna go with the quick one. We're gonna go with the quick one first. We're gonna start with LeBron James. We're just gonna go there because we got a lot of mixed reports and a lot of bullshit that goes alongside of LeBron. And I personally am gonna tell you, my friend, I just don't get it. I really seriously don't get it. Oh, and by the way, this overlay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to splice it because I do see down below the boxes are a little too low for the screen. So if you're watching on TVs, I know. I see you. I feel you.
Yep.
Right? I feel
We
it.
got
I'll get it more tweaked down the line. I did it yesterday when I was sitting back. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this into a thing because the next show I want it to be symbolizing what we do around here as far as shows and stuff like that. So you guys are getting that. So yeah, bear with me for a moment. Let me know what you guys think about the overlay and then in replays and whatnot, and I'll definitely stuff like that. So let's get into the first topic of the night, LeBron James. Let's talk about it here on this show because LeBron James to Cleveland. That's what it looks like it's going. He's going to Cleveland.
That's very interesting because I saw Rich Paul's board that he drew up just this week here before the holiday on the teams that potential teams that LeBron James can go to, and I'm saying to myself, yeah, those teams look very nice to go to, but is he willing, ready, and able to take a vet minimum to be with those teams and
Well,
compete?
let's just keep it for real. He's kind of whoring himself out with the whole. I don't,
Well, yeah,
guys. When you guys are gonna get what you get with me, I am a foul mouth. I am pretty much like Jim Rome in a lot of ways, where I'm just the foul mouth when I'm on air. So that's what you're gonna get. So LeBron James' crew is pretty much sucking off any NBA team they can find, and it's absolutely kind of disgusting if you want to go there. It's becoming comical for me as a NBA fan. I'm laughing my ass off because LeBron James, nobody wants him, and I'm watching a lot of channels clown on this. And by the way, you LeBron James curmudgeon fans, bro, you are disgusting. Booty, you want his booty. You want to put like honey all over yourself. Some of you were saying P Diddy. You want him to P Diddy you. I'm like, the fuck. Some of you people in the comment section are just like, these people, you're out of this planet.
You mean Booty Pebbles, right?
Yeah. You want the la unk. That's what you guys want.
No,
You guys want the unk.
booty pebbles. Oh yeah. Let's get a good check of ass right now because we got to do some ass. Mr.
Oh
LeBron
my
James.
god, the LeBron James fans are hilarious. Like,
Hey, Clutch Sports. Hey, you know what? I'm here for my ass kissing session. Which room should I go to?
and you know who the biggest clown of all that is Windhorse, man. That guy, bro. That
Well,
dude.
listen, him and Sean's right now, they look so bad. They look so bad right now.
They're
I've
trying
seen
to they're doing the LeBron James auction.
no because what I saw from because I saw one of the guys Dreamers Pro Dreamers Pro Sports his
Yeah.
YouTube channel and he was just he exposed them in the video in regards to this whole thing. And he just went in and said, "Yo, what the hell are you trying to do with this? What? So LeBron James is it? Meanwhile, you have other moves being made in the NBA free agency where teams are getting better. Hey, I gotta give it up to those Eastern Conference teams. Even though myself as a Knicks fan, yeah, could I just say, I can't say your tribal chief Knicks fan because the tribal chief Knicks fan belongs to Spike Lee. I'll take
Yeah,
but I'll
you're more of oh my god, you're the reverend of Knicks Nation technically. You're when Bubba not Devon Dudley was doing the whole reverend thing.
yeah.
Or better
Well,
yet, you're Teddy Long. Let's just go there.
yeah. Hey, listen, player. You know the Knicks right now. The Knicks are just gonna be so fine. We're gonna get that trade going for that Musa Diabate. Don't worry, hey, that Andre Drummond trade. He's just gonna be the third center. Cause listen, Musa Diabate said, yeah, I could do that. But on the real, listen, I'm just sitting back. I'm seeing how everything goes in free agency. Meanwhile, everybody talking about LeBron James. LeBron James clogging my damn TV. I'm not. I turn on and say, oh, where is everybody? Where is all the other players? I mean, I'm looking at Norman Powell signing a 2-year deal with the Bulls. I'm seeing Giannis being traded to Miami for those picks. But the joke of it all, ladies and gentlemen, Boston,
You go ahead. You
you
go
fuck.
off.
Boston, y'all fucked up real bad. What? Y'all thought that y'all was gonna. We thought you thought that it was gonna be so much hate on Jalen Brown when he got traded, and you thought that Boston fans was gonna start hating on him. Nah,
And
what
actually,
I heard,
it actually got turned around into let's keep it for real. Boston fans turned on the whole management.
bro. Listen, not even management, ownership is not.
Yeah.
Listen, this came as an ownership. Mr. Chisholm, who is an investor, and Mr. Chisholm have a history of where French corporations, companies on a downturn, then he flips it, and then within 5 to 10 years, he sells it. Well, what do you suppose he's doing with the Boston Celtics right now? He's flipping that shit. Oh, you flipped
Yeah.
Jalen Brown. You flipped Jalen Brown out of there for Paul George, 36, 2 first round picks, and 2 second. What the fuck are we doing here? Trying to trade away your best, quote unquote, your best player of the season, top 5 MVP player for the season to Philly for peanuts. I mean, shit. And you got to hear and listen.
Well, let's keep it for real here with Boston. Boston, they're betting on
uh,
they're betting on. Here's the thing: they're betting on Tatum being healthy this year. They're betting on Tatum leading them to the promised lands.
you
And
listen. That's a hope right there. That's a hope
well,
and a
that's what they
prayer for
did.
him.
They basically said, "Well, fuck." Basically, what they did was they went, "Fuck off, Jalen Brown. We don't care about you. We don't care about." And he didn't do himself any favors either in that situation. So it goes both ways. He gets a fresh start in Philly,
Then,
and
mhm.
let's see what's the better. Let's see out of the two who the better player is going to be
bro,
next year.
bro, and anybody listening to this content from Philly, you had to be like Wednesday morning. How the hell are we gonna trade away Joel Embiid or Paul
Now
George?
you
Because
can't. Now you can't
that was
really because you could put PG-13. No, PG's over in Boston, but now you got to keep Embiid. You got to keep Jamal Embiid now on your team. You
No,
kind of need
no, you don't.
him.
What's the new president name is Mike Gansey? Oh, Gansey said, "I'm a big dog in this motherfucking shit.
What would
I will
well
make the."
okay then what team would take Embiid or Joel Embiid then? What team?
Oh, but that's what they were saying about Paul George. What team was going to take him? Well, guess what? Suitor, Boston
Well,
Celtics.
okay. In fairness, Boston was willing to take whatever trash they can get from fucking Philly.
Yeah. No, but
Let's keep it for real. Jaylen Brown.
but
I'm
let's
gonna say this. Jaylen Brown got fucked out of all of this. Really.
what? But guess what? If you're a Sixers fan, you have got to be looking at Mike Gansey and that front office with Bob Myers. Ooh wee, you got to be saying, okay, guys, we are going in now. We're in the money. We're not going from no rebuild to trying to do it. We going from we just made it as a 7th seed, beating the Celtics, making it to the second round to we're gonna jump all the way to being title contenders. Shit, you'll take that. You'll take that. You're a Sixers fan right now as we speak. Oh, the season ticket sales are going up right now. Ring, ring, ring. Phones ringing. They're making their money for the weekend, and they're gonna continue making their money for the entire summer because you just sent a message to the franchise. A message was sent from the franchise. We are here in the here and now, and we are here to compete. So Joel Embiid, you better put up or you're out. And don't worry, we can find a suitor to take you and that
Now, okay,
contract.
so as your tribal chief of the Lakers Nation, right now I'm going to tell you guys, sit back. You know, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm gonna go on one for a second about my Lakers for a second, and I know I'm very passionate as a Lakers fan, but there's a lot
Go
of you
ahead.
shitting. There's a lot of you shitting on this. I watch channels. There was one in particular, the lowdown or something like that, and Janie
Uh,
Buss ain't the fucking owner, buddy. She's
uh, uh,
2%. Let's keep that for real. It's Walter something rather is his name, and
the owner,
his
oh,
ownership. Go ahead.
the, the majority ownership of the Lakers is the majority owner of the Dodgers.
Yes, his name's Walter
That's
something rather.
yeah. Go ahead, continue.
And I just I want to say this about some of you channels that are shitting all over these trades. The Lakers did what the Lakers needed to do, and they had to. You have to get off of LeBron James somewhere, somehow. I don't agree with everybody. I'm a wait and see guy. I want to see what the Lakers are going to do going forward. I'm not going to shit on this until I see year one. I need to see what year one looks like or half season. To sit here and already say, oh, they don't have wings. Oh, they don't have this. It's like, bro, we don't know what we're seeing on the court until we see it. Preseason and beyond. You know, like I don't think the Lakers are going to be like a top 5 team, but they're going to be interesting. And that's the thing here. They're going to be interesting if they stay healthy. And the Lakers did state that they're not done with trades. They're going to make a couple big trades. It looks like Vanderbilt's going to be gone. Dalton Connect's going to be gone. My co-host has been saying Dalton Connect needs a fresh start. They're going to give him a fresh start, what it looks like. And Bronny James is out the door. They had to make these moves. They have to get away from the Lakers were always about winning. And the problem is when you had LeBron James and it's coming out now and Janie Buss's book is out and a bunch of other things and reports are saying LeBron James made these moves. And it came to roost that Luka didn't want him, AR didn't want him, and the Lakers have to move on. LeBron James aged out. I don't care what fans say or not. Yeah, I'm thankful for the years, but at the same time, I'm kind of not because he kind of fucked my own team. And he held my team back in a lot of aspects. And then Anthony Davis and LeBron want to cry foul. Well, where was this energy? Where was this energy? You guys had all this power, supposedly. Where was this energy recruiting players? They didn't want to be around you fuckers. It's very apparent that we could have had super teams, but nobody wanted to play with you. Nobody. And LeBron, if you were so about winning and so about, oh, I don't know why the Lakers won't keep me. Well, if you took Jalen Brunson money or less money, you would have still been a Laker, asshole. And we would have been having a different conversation. If you would have just been a backseat player for 10 seconds in your life for once, you still would have been a Laker. What did you go do? You cried foul. Then you want all your fucking owners, you want all your different people to cry with you. And to all the gamudget fucking LeBron James, oh, the Lakers are going to suck and they're going to lose. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. To all these people that are shitting on, go fuck yourselves. I'm going to tell you why. Because everybody doubted the fucking Knicks for so long. What are they now? They have a ring on their finger. And I'm sorry, but the Lakers should be winning. Any person that's against the Lakers or anything like that always say the same thing. The Lakers should always be on the top. And they are like the Yankees of the league. I'm just pointing this out to a lot of people.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, we're not going there. That's my team.
Well,
the
Lakers have always bought in their championships. They've always had powerhouse teams. I could say that as a diehard Lakers fan.
Well, see, we got 27 right now. We didn't buy our championships. Well, okay.
You guys got, okay, in fairness, you guys got some really, you guys went out and spent money. Okay, in fairness, you guys went out and spent money and got players.
But we also got players that we developed in the farm system. Thanks, and in the 90s also, we got to thank in large part to the late great Gene Michael for that, because he set us on the right track in 91 where we started winning. So yeah, but
and I was watching channels break this shit down. Like, I watch YouTube and I watch a lot of these curmudgeon channels turn around. Oh, well, the Walker Kessler thing is gonna be a failure. How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that? That's like every doubter that I heard all year long talk about Hart and fucking Brunson being a fucking failure. And guess what? They have rings on their finger. So you look stupid right about now. And Stephen A. Smith, please kiss my ass when you come on the fucking air with Windhorse. Because those two gamudget clowns, take their NBA cards away from them. They should not even be fucking talking on ESPN. As far as I'm fucking concerned. The only one that actually said something damn well decent to me was Colin Cowherd. Is the only person I've heard out of all the mainstream media, and fucking the Dan Lebatard show and fucking Pat McAfee that fucking make any sense to me.
Oh yeah.
That actually give it a chance.
Listen, I heard Dan Lebatard break that down. I said, oh. Then I hear Colin Cowherd breaking down. I said, okay, we get it. Oh, but Stephen A. Smith, I have a grudge to pick with you in regards to what you said about the Lakers. Talk about, oh, the Lakers got so much whiteness. They got so much vanilla on this. You should have a brother, and the league is 92%, and the league is predominantly black. Bitch, shut the fuck up. It's not about the fact that it's black. It's about
they do. And by the way, let me say this to you: they do the same shit with the NFL.
Yeah. Oh, you need black players in the NFL. Well,
no, you need diversity when it comes to coaching, and it's like, bro, I'm about winning. I don't care who's in that position.
Winning, and I have a message to you, fans of Caitlin Clark. You better start winning. I don't care what team she's on or whatever the case is. She's got to start winning with that team and getting along, because now it's starting to become an issue, a little bit of an issue. But they don't want to express it like, oh, CC is being wronged by the organization. No, the fuck she's not. The organization gave her the keys to the damn state.
Did.
And now what? Now what, folks? Show up and win. What is it? You want her to do stat pattern in the WNBA now?
By the way, and by the way, guys, I'm not trying to be an a-hole about the whole Lakers situation, but I just think as NBA fans, I think we need to sit and wait. And I have friends that are saying the same thing, like, look, the channels, look, I'm all about it. I'm the realest Laker fan you can get. I will call them out when they're horrible, and I will say the truth. I'm not one of those Laker fans that will sit here with stars in my fucking eyes and go, oh, everything's great, and they're like 2-19. Like, no, hell no. Like,
nah, you better not.
No, and it's like the Knicks now. They demand victories now. They demand championships. They want a second champ. You guys are also saying the same thing us Laker fans are saying. We want winners. We don't want losers. We want winners. And at
No,
the end of the day, these commentators, bro, I'm telling you, I've tuned off ESPN altogether, and now I'm starting to do that with tennis footage. I'm starting to do that with tennis, where I'm like, I
yeah,
have to mute it because like these Gamudgic announcers are like, oh, gloom and fucking doom, and it's like, what in the world?
because
Like,
what? Because just like what happened earlier with Irene Sabalenka, she's out.
Sabalenka got destroyed, and you know what? Good. You know what? She needed to come down a couple of pegs. Let's be real. She's been
Yeah,
winning a lot.
um, yeah, she's
And
been winning them, and
Naomi
then and
Osaka needed a victory, to be honest with you. She
yeah,
needs some victory.
oh
She hasn't been there in a minute.
no, and then too, hey, that's what it is, and now Serena Williams may not even be playing in the U.S. Open because of her knee injury. We have to see
Yeah,
about that now.
yeah, that's unfortunate. But you know what? To me, um, health before wealth. You know what I mean? I know she wants to play really badly, but she should. And I've said this to even my own mother when it comes to the Lakers and everything. And I've said this multiple times now at this point. Serena needed to play other tournaments. She wasn't ready for it, and you could see she was very rusty. I said that open, and I said, look, I appreciate Serena coming back. She made the views, she made the money. I'm a fan. Look, I've been the tribal chief of Serena Williams since the '90s. I rocked her shirts. I'm part of the fandom of it. I'm a fan of the player, but I think that's kind of karma coming back. She kind of said, "Oh, I'm superior. I'm this, that, and the third." And the body at that age just doesn't work the same way.
He's
Look at Joe
44.
look at Djokovic. Djokovic is winded in his matches. You could see
Yeah.
that he's like Father Time plays no means with anybody. You know what I mean?
No, no. And you can see that and you can see with that it's a young man's game. So right now for Djokovic, he's going through the motions. It's not like he's 25 and he's not 25 at the moment. He's 30, 39,
Yep.
39. So you definitely got that going on. But getting back with what you were saying about with the Lakers. Listen, it's a wait and see what you all can do. Plus there's other moves for you all to make because listen, free agency it just got started. Let it to give it some time. Let's see what you all can do and take it from there. And if one of those moves don't work during the season, you can always make a move within the season.
Look, I'm just gonna say this as a diehard Lakers fan. Rui Hachimura, either him or Kuminga will be the guy. But the thing is, I would rather have Rui because Rui's been in that JJ Redick system for a minute. I think that's the ultimate players move they're gonna do. Bring him in. They need him in a way. The casualties will probably be Dalton Connect, which I do now agree with you. You can't have him sit on the bench, and I agree with that. I kind of want
Well,
to. I kind of agree. Let him go somewhere where he can succeed. Um, you know, Vanderbilt's been hurt. He's not a
no,
piece that I want to go, oh my God, I have to have him. So they can dump these two, get capital, put that into a Rui or a Kaminga, and have that wing. And let's see what the Lakers can do. And then the Lakers have one
no,
more move with the mid level exception, which they'll bring a backup center. Jackson Hayes wants too much money. I've heard that being flown by these Gamudget Laker fans. You're not getting a Jackson Hayes for the amount of a mid-level exception. It's just not happening. Jackson Hayes is not willing to take a lower level deal.
no, no.
And
And then it's
as a Lakers fan, I could tell you that I love Jackson Hayes. I thank him for everything he's done. He's not that guy. He's not that guy that you want to put behind Walker Kessler. He's
no,
not a
it's got to
Luca
be a
guy
strong
like that.
because right now for us too as Knicks, they'll say, "Oh, we just signed Andre Drummond." Well, that's not the end all be all right now, because from what I'm getting out of trusted reports, the Knicks are interested in Musa Diabate of the Charlotte Hornets, and they're looking to trade for him, and he's continuing to get better. So we'll see about that one. Because for me, that will work out much better. You have a Towns, okay, Towns need a breather. You bring a now energetic big man and Musa Diabate into the game as a substitution, and you can continue that and you can continue that motion. But the center must fit what the coach is running. It's not just, oh, you're going to get any player. You got to fit the system.
Right, absolutely. And another thing is, I just don't understand the media when it comes to ESPN anymore. They just say what they need to say and passing narratives, and I don't get that
E-
shit. Be legitimate.
ESPN is, listen, ESPN has been a fucking joke for the past 15 years now.
And they want to know why people go and tune into a Pat McAfee because the guy keeps it for real. That's the
Listen, that's
thing.
why, and this is why. No, and the contract extension is more than what Stephen A's got. And you're like, and I know you were telling me that, oh, well, Stephen A's going to probably match up to what Pat McAfee has. No, Pat McAfee is going to get more. What I was looking with the latest numbers with what ESPN wants with Pat McAfee and the whole
Oh no, no,
situation.
no! I was telling you he's going to get 2 times more than and the reasons why. And then they're going to say, "Oh, it's diversity." No, it's. I'll give it to you. Pat McAfee
They,
brings in viewership. He brings in the newer generation. He
they
reminds
already.
me a lot of who was that sportscaster for the longest that we used to go, "Wow, that guy was great." It was the other guy that used to compete with Jim Rome back in the day.
Uh,
That was
yeah. I
flashy.
know. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
He didn't
Even
really
though,
get
listen,
he didn't get the love that he deserved back in the day.
no. But I still watch Jerome too. But yeah, but see, with McAfee's contract is going to be about $65 million a year. The new deal, the deal that they're looking to do with him, because he's not working for them, he's working with them as a sort of partnership. So basically, he's going to get 65 million a year.
And let me say this too with that, right? Pat McAfee's not getting the whole damn enchilada with that money. He's putting that into his production, so he's probably going to get 20% less of that because it's going to his people. One thing about Pat McAfee that I got to give credit to, he pays his people with his own money, and he
Oh yeah.
also has his own production himself.
Oh yeah. Then listen, and that's why, because he's
Yeah.
an entrepreneur.
And
That's
then
an entrepreneur.
he's also getting a side bonus from the NCAA right behind it for special activities and shit that he does.
And also, too, he came in already with having sponsors.
Yep.
He already came in with sponsors. So now he'll say, you know what? I'll take the 20, whatever it is, 20% of the 65 million a year, use that to do the productions and the whole operations, because now the advertisements and sponsors will come in. So now it bumps up his value probably about he'll be worth what? He'll be worth close to 100 million with all that being said.
Right.
Because and he deserves
Right.
it. Okay? You can
Well,
call Pat
yeah,
McAfee,
it's well justified. It's well justified. He does better work than Stephen A. Smith at this point.
and they try to call him a shitbird because, oh, he acts up in a certain way. Well, guess what? It sells. It
It's
works.
edgy. The problem
It's
is it's
edgy.
edgy. It's not the reason why ESPN is allowing it or Disney's allowing it is because it drives. If he didn't drive out the views like the way he does, he wouldn't be allowed to do half of the shit that he does.
No,
And it's the
no.
same with the Rich Eisen show that's also on ESPN. By the way,
Yeah,
I've been watching. I'm glad he found a home because I really enjoy his stuff too. He's like a
yes.
toned down version of Pat McAfee, but I do enjoy it as well. And I'm glad he
But,
got a
but
show.
and I'm glad that they're not, and I'm glad that they are not telling Rich Eisen to tone down his content, because sometimes,
No,
when
the
they're
ESPN, this new ESPN that's going on right now, I'm kind of digging on they're getting rid of people and they're bringing in edgier content. They have to.
no, they have to, because they really need it. They
Yeah,
really needed.
they were drowning for a while there.
Yeah, and then they realized, no, we can't bring in talent. We have to bring in folks that already have content in their own
I'm gonna
entrepreneur.
make a wild prediction, and I'm gonna say this. I
Mhm.
like the Foxworthy show, but I can also see them bringing Chad Ochocinco in.
You mean the Dominic Foxworth show?
I like the Foxworthy
The-
show. Yeah. I like that show a lot, and I also think that if they wanted to, because they said they were going to do
Did you?
another show, Chad Ochocinco would be interesting.
Uh,
What's
I
up,
don't know if he
Jonathan? How you
wants.
doing, buddy?
What up, John? What up, John? But I don't know if he wants to leave Nightcap because Nightcap is about to go through a major boom at the moment.
That's a
From what
show.
I'm
You know
hearing,
what? That's a show that they need to find some airtime somewhere. I know that sounds silly of me.
yeah, well, yeah. Listen, listen. Nightcap is good. Nightcap is very good. They kind of broke down what was going on with the whole Jaylen Brown trade and everything else. It's just that you know, it's just that hey, they wanted to do it. So we'll
Jonathan
see.
says,
I
"What's
mean,
up, fellas? I'm just chilling, man. Hell yeah, buddy. We're covering
well,
sports. We're doing the Wraith and Smooth show. Hope you guys like the new overlay. This when we do the show, this overlay there will be iterations of it, but right now this is the way it's gonna be for a little bit. Bear with us while stuff like that. Um,
of course, work it out with the technical difficulties and then just getting things back.
So
At least
if you
back.
guys like the overlay, let us know. We're gonna move the squares up a little bit. When I made this, the characters were kind of way too big, and they still look too big. So we'll get it. I'll get it right by the next time we have a show.
Of
Um,
course.
but like I said, like we've covered about the Lakers, a little insight. I don't understand the curmudgeon Laker fans, to be honest with you. Those ones that are hating on these trades. The Lakers had to make
Yeah.
the moves. They have to put pieces around Luka at this point. They promised Luka. This is the thing. The Lakers, when they brought him into LA, they made him guarantees 2026. It's now bust. It's win or bust now for the Lakers at this point. Our team is
It,
my team is pretty much win or go home at this point.
it better be. It has to be.
Yep.
You guys now have been floundering for a little bit. Meanwhile, what you let the Boston Celtics catch up to you all and get their 18th championship. That's why the ownership is looking at that too. They say, wait a minute, we got the Boston Celtics floating. No. We need to make some moves here. LeBron, you're out. You black players,
Well,
you out of here.
the thing is with LeBron, and I've said this before, he aged himself out.
He did.
And to sit there and hold the team hostage for the past 5 years, he had super teams. Come on, Janie Buss gave him everything, and it falls on Janie Buss. Let's keep it for real. Janie Buss screwed up. She screwed up for
Yes.
half of that. She should have put player. She should have never got rid of Anthony Davis. She should have got him a center like they should have. But the thing was, Anthony Davis was getting hurt way too much. That also what's ruined AD and LA.
That's true.
You can't
That's
have
true.
you can't have AD sitting there halfway through the season, break his wrist, and then all of a sudden, or a pinky, and he's out like a quarter of the season when you need him in crunch time. He could have taken it. Yeah, exactly. He could have taken a pay cut. I agree with that. He could have. LeBron James is all about himself. He's a narcissist, to be honest. The dude has no
Narcissistic.
hair. There's videos. When they do press conferences with him in his locker, he's taking a fucking comb. He has no hair, and he's brushing his hair like he has locks. That's how
Huh?
crazy this man is. And
That's what he's doing.
also La Unk, let's keep it for real, like every other channel calls him La Unk. Is fucked his son over. His own father fucked his own son over. And then he's telling his other son that's now doing the right way that Bronny should have done and developed for 4 years is going to a top college and said that he's going to do it his way and develop himself, which his son is actually better than Bronny. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, son.
Oh
Like
no. Bryce is the next one coming into the league. So here we go.
he said he's gonna do 4 years of university. He's doing it differently.
Oh,
And his father basically stated, well, I'm not going to wait around for him.
So what? That's his business. So what? No,
My
you don't.
son's going
You
to do
can't.
his own thing. And I'm like, you know what, LeBron? Good. Good. You
Good,
said the right words. Good.
good. But he's gonna play college ball so he's gonna play college ball and everything too. So that's a good thing. While getting
Yeah,
his education.
his other son like does the Marty Stoudemire shit with the glasses.
Yeah, Bryce.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I feel bad for Bronny in this situation. I do feel bad. Bronny was brought in just to be a piece, and I feel bad. Bronny didn't really get the opportunity. 2 years. I thought last year he turned the page a little bit, and he's going to be a casualty. That's the whole thing here. Him and Connect are going to be casualties out of this new version of Luka era Lakers at this point. That's just what's going to happen, unfortunately. And look, I'm
Yeah,
going to say this. Jarrett Vanderbilt, I don't care enough for him. He's been injury prone. Goodbye. Good rhythm. See you later. We can get some players for him. And we can bring back Rui, hopefully.
yeah, of course. I mean, that's what you're gonna listen. You right now you need healthy bodies. You need healthy bodies on the Lakers because that's what's very important. That's what that's what teams are trading for right now. Healthy bodies. They're gonna make sure. Oh, you're healthy. Are you able to
Did
play
you know
X
that
amount?
LeBron dominated SGA in most of all stats last year?
He did.
Really? Because SGA was almost MVP
MVP.
of the
And
league.
and still
Oh, and
and
by the way,
still the Sun.
stats don't matter because LeBron James 3-12 playoffs. It stats don't
Okay.
matter when it comes to playoffs. How many rings does LeBron James have? How many?
True.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
If I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear LeBron James had better stats. SGA was MVP.
he
Come
was
on now.
MVP and almost
I
would
don't
have
want to
took that
hear
team
this
to
shit. He has four.
and, and
Four.
almost would have took
How many
it was
playoffs exit? How many playoff exits has he's had? Name them.
true. 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 And
I don't want to hear
OKC.
from. I dealt with LeBron James on my Lakers for 9 years, and guess what he did? He threw up stinkers. Been sweeped and gentlemen sweeped.
Gentlemen sweep. Oh, and he does not have a good record against the Denver Nuggets. Oh, under that error. Oops.
Oh, and by the way, half of his championships he had to go to super teams for. He
Of
couldn't do
course.
it on
Oh,
his
and,
own.
oh,
Oh
oh,
wait, he
oh,
got
oh, oh.
one. Oh, he got one. One. We don't count
Cleveland.
that bubble one either because I don't, as a diehard Lakers fan, I don't count that one. That's me being real.
No, no, no. But what I'm going to always remember, LeBron, with his time at the Lakers, is how the Denver Nuggets called him. Is how the Denver Nuggets said, "We are the Lakers' daddy. What you gonna do about it?"
I remember that. I remember when the owner said that, or no, the coach. I remember when Mike
The
Malone
coach,
said that.
he
He
said,
said that
"We are
on the podium.
the podium during the was the championship celebration."
Yes.
Yes, yes. It was during the championship celebration. The podium. He said, "Yeah," and he donned the glasses with the chain and said, "Yeah, we're the Lakers' daddy. What you gonna do about it?" I almost
Fucking
said,
wild. So on
"No,
kick,
no," but you go.
Bingo Bango basically said 4 rings. Two of those don't really count. Really, a couple of
Uh,
those don't even count. He had super teams.
but
I
listen,
will
rings
give
are
him. I will
rings.
give him the one in Cleveland, and I will give him the one in the other.
Listen, but you know what they're gonna always say? Rings are rings. You can't say just like what they're saying about the my New York Knicks, and I'm gonna be the reverend right now. Well, let me tell you a little something about these New York Knicks. The Knicks just ran through the competition, and they had to do whatever they had to do to get to the finals
He has a
and win.
lot against the big Warriors teams, but how many times did it take him to get there though to beat them?
They get the one time. That's right. Oh yeah, you were down 3-1, and you got the severance package, and you got the severance package by the commissioner Adam Silver. Talk about, oh yeah, we're gonna suspend Draymond Green for Game 5. Plus Andrew Bogut gets injured in that same finals, and you find a way to came back. Whoopie doo, congratulations. Hey, you know what? You know what? Congratulations to you. But but this is to the New York. What I was saying about the Knicks and the championship. Yeah, let me say
Okay,
this.
so you guys ready for this?
Go ahead.
SGA last year, I'm going to prove you wrong. SGA was MVP, had more points than LeBron James combined. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, buddy. Just saying.
Oh, okay. And yet,
And SGA
and
ran away with the MVP voting last year, 2025,
and almost
2026.
and almost would have took that team back to the finals. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, just saying. But now I'm hearing all
You
the
can't
talks about,
defend. You
oh,
can't defend. You can't. Honestly, LeBron James struggled in the playoffs. When it came to clutch
but,
time, he didn't show up.
yeah.
I
But
watched. I
now I'm
watched. I watched the Lakers. They pretty much
so
gentlemen sweeped. Pretty much what. They pretty much got lucky with the Houston Rockets and then got beat.
then they get beat by the whole Oklahoma City Thunder. Here comes the real team. There we go. Okay. But well,
LeBron James, historical. He's been swept. Their
and
stats. He's got
he
a
has
playoff stat record. More losses than wins.
but the one thing that we can always point to during his time with the Lakers, he has a very bad record against the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, he does.
A,
Oh yeah.
a record against the Denver Nuggets, including the Western Conference Finals, that Western Conference Finals series. Ooh wee. I mean, I remember looking at the old Laker teams of the 80s, back 80s, 90s, 2000s. Y'all used to beat down the Denver Nuggets, man. Nuggets would have been glad to just get 1 or 2 games off of y'all. Now what? Oh, Jokic, Murray, and
By the way, SGA and LeBron James points per game are basically the same. It's a wash. It's a
mm,
wash. SGA was
listen,
26.8 and LeBron James was 25.8 a game. It's a wash.
eh,
And
if
and
they
by
go,
and by and by the way, if we're going by playoff stats, if we're going by playoff stats, um, if we're going by score, where was LeBron James in the second round?
true,
When the ball was in his hand and they had a chance, he blew it.
he blew it. He did. And I was against those same SGA led Thunder.
Yes.
Okay, so nah, listen, you can't argue. You can't argue with those LeBron Knicks. I call them the LeBron Knicks. Just like you got the LeBron. You can't argue
Well,
with
I'm
those
saying the
Bronson.
whole season, like, we're fighting over, we're having a discussion over apples over oranges or apples and oranges, man. At the end of the day,
That's
they're both fruit.
yeah, but they're gonna say, well, apple is better than the orange because of this and this, that. They're gonna give you a whole litany of reasons and all that shit. That's just like the whole political game. But yeah, just like politics. It's just what it is. But
Well,
I mean, listen,
here's the truth. If LeBron James that great, why are all the teams saying no to him?
no, because they know that he's demanding, and it's not even a roster spot now. It's about money.
Yeah, it's all about money. If he was all if he was all this in a bag of chips and his stats last year mattered, why'd the Lakers not return him back to being a Laker? Why'd they say goodbye and divorce? I tell this to every LeBron James fan out there that turns around and talks about stats and shit. Why is LeBron not being picked up by any teams? Why is he? Why? That's the whole thing. I'm not saying he's great. I'm saying he can produce numbers no matter what. Yeah, but when it comes to crunch time, he's a choke artist.
Of course, he is.
He fumbles the
He is.
bag. He had an opportunity in round two, and LeBron James also sits his ass down. My sciatica, my this, that, and the third.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, it's too much. LeBron talk has turned. It's like, and then two teams don't want that attention because they know what that kind of attention it comes with. You got the LeBron James led media on all fronts because Clutch Sports pays these guys to say whatever they
Okay.
whatever they
Okay, let me break this down for the person in the kick chat. So here's the truth. LeBron James is your quarterback,
wait.
right? He's
So,
the one that
so
takes a
what's
lot of money. So who
what's the question?
if hold on. If LeBron James, okay, let's say Tom Brady, right? If Tom Brady drops the ball, right, in a game, whose fault is that? It falls on him, right? Well, you would think. Or an Aaron Rodgers, right?
It would. It definitely would. Because I
Well,
mean that's the
he's going to be forced to take less money. And by the way, for people to say, "Oh, he's this, that, and third," take a look at Michael Jordan. Do I got to go
yeah.
there? Do I got to go there? Oh,
Michael
Vince
Jordan took
Carter. Vince Carter took less
my,
money, and
and that's
he was putting up 30 points a game when he was with
of course,
Atlanta.
of course. But see, remember, and it's not even about the money right now. See, the money is not the problem right now. It's the attention. Oh, the Knicks, they're interested in him.
So
Okay,
he says,
Leon.
okay, so co-host, he says, Smooth, he says, let me go to the comments here. He says, I'm simply saying his stats are good. He's not the only player on the team. He has 42 he's age 42. His teammates are 20. No, he takes less money. Tom Brady historically took less money to win. Brunson took less money. But that's not the point. LeBron James is not willing
That's
to
not.
take less money.
He's not willing to do that. At least, okay, we can call Brunson a champion now. He's a champion. Tom Brady, champion. Who else was the Michael Jordan, champion? What do? They take less money because why is that? They want to
To
build a team.
all LeBron James LeBron James
Hold
fender of his stats and shit. He had super
on,
teams in LA. He had
don't go.
super teams. Let's go there.
Hold on.
He had super teams.
But
He had
but
AD
okay.
and a bunch of players. Come on, how do you not win?
But what they okay? So basically, what the comment is saying, Jalen Brunson took less money because he wanted a team to be built around him, and he got castrated throughout the whole New York City media. They owe him an apology, and they apologized to him. Thank you very much. Now, Tom
I'm
Brady.
talking. Well,
Oh,
it's stats. Okay, stats don't matter to me. It's when you're in the playoffs. If you're in the playoffs, LeBron James, yes. How many times has this man been in the playoffs and thrown stinkers up?
yeah,
How many times has
yeah.
he been swept out of his ass?
See, and that starts with a mind, and that starts with having a mindset of I need a team around me. I need to have the best
Oh,
players around.
remember when he was on Miami? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Remember that little speech? How many did he get?
2.
Oh, and by the way, he got beat by Kawhi fucking Leonard and Tim Duncan.
And
Drink it
Danny
in.
Green.
And Danny Green.
Danny Green.
Meanwhile, Danny Green was over on Cleveland, right? For that championship win. What was it?
No, Danny Green was in San Antonio. He got drafted by the Green got drafted by the Spurs.
I thought Danny Green was part of that championship Cavaliers team, I thought.
No. His championships came with San Antonio, Toronto, and then he was teammates with LeBron. He was teammates with Braun and AD with that whole bubble in 2020. That's his 3.
Yeah, I'm.
Jer-
You're proving my point, my friend. You're proving my point, my friend. My point is LeBron James has been a terrible player in the fucking playoffs.
And he's not going to take less money, okay? He's not going to be a Jalen Brunson, Derek Jeter, Tom Brady.
Now you're just trolling to troll me now, man. Like it's getting bad. I love these LeBron James defenders. I argued with one on X the other day. They wanted to tell me the same thing you are, and it's funny how all these LeBron James fans don't want to accept the fact that Kobe Bryant, fucking Magic Johnson are all on my Mount Rushmore over fucking LeBron. I'll even take Charles Barkley before a fucking LeBron.
Of course.
Oh, I went there.
but here's the thing. I'm talking about players that took less money and won championships. And now we can say Jalen Brunson, we put him
Bro,
on
it's
there.
a wash. Bro, it's a wash. You're talking about
Wow.
last year's stats. Stats don't equal championships, buddy. If that was the
Okay,
case,
let's,
LeBron James was playing out of his fucking mind. Why didn't he win a chip last year? Why did the New York Knicks get a chip?
yeah.
Prove my point.
Listen, these guys, they get paid to say whatever they have to say about Clutch Sports. Rich Paul pays these
His
content
stats
creators.
talk, bro. Stats don't equal. That's like me going, well, Peyton Manning's stats during the season, man, he's legendary. You don't win chips in seasons. You win chips in the playoffs.
Here's the thing, and here's what we're gonna.
Hold on, Colas. One more thing. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go there. We're gonna go to hockey. Who was the backup goalie that just won and is probably gonna get an extension and all the money in the world? Boozy,
Yeah.
That was a nobody.
Yeah.
So stats don't really fucking matter
from Carolina,
when it comes down to it.
So, and look at what the Panthers just did.
Let's go there, Nick Foles. Let's go there. Stats don't matter.
Stats don't matter.
Championships matter.
Championships matter. You had Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz gets injured. Here comes Nick Foles. Now Nick Foles wins the Super Bowl title. Who else? Let's go down to the Florida Panthers in Sunrise, Florida. They just let go of a 2-time Stanley Cup winning goalie, Vezina Trophy Award winner, and Sergei Bobrovsky. They let him walk.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The Panthers are looking to get younger.
Hey, by the way, guys, if you want to defend LeBron James, get your comb out and start combing your non-existing hair because that's what LeBron James does.
Yeah, who cares about that? But basically, the teams right now are looking to get younger. Look at the Florida.
Because of the rest of it. No, bro, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. LeBron James has had teams. Okay, he's had many teams. He's had super teams in LA. Super teams. And you're telling me he couldn't win with Russell Westbrook? He couldn't win with AD? Oh, wait, that bubble championship, that doesn't matter. And by the way, he had so many players on that team that were legendary and turned around and had them all removed after the bubble season where he could have kept winning.
Oh, and LeBron.
Just saying.
And LeBron. LeBron James, Knicks fans never forget what you said.
Bro, the Lakers' makeup was not good.
Who cares?
He can't carry.
Okay, but what I'm saying, LeBron.
That's from the comments.
I know. I'm gonna get to those comments. I'm gonna get to the comment, but I'm gonna say LeBron. The New York Knicks never forget what you said. We will never forget what you said about us back in 2010. Just remember that. We never forget, oh, I don't want to go to a failing franchise like the New York Knicks. Oops. What happened? The championship, and now you want in. And what did Leon Rose tell your guy, Rich Paul? No.
Do you know how many teams have told him no?
We're good.
The league has basically told him no outside of Cleveland. Yep. And if he goes and sits in fucking, and I agree with the consensus. He tarnishes his legacy right then and there when he walks in with another superhouse team. And if he doesn't win, I can't wait for Charles Barkley and a whole bunch of them to roast the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen. Because, and LeBron, you sent Rich Paul to have a private
LeBron James does not have here. Okay. Bro, you're doing this again. We're if you're talking season stats, what? where is that in the playoffs, bro? That's like Peyton Manning being like one of the best seasoned players in history. You cannot. Go ahead.
I said, here we go again with arguing with stats. Yep. Listen,
stats don't win you championships.
If it was that, then guess what? LeBron James would have at least 3 or 4 more championships with the Lakers or whatever team he's playing for, and you wouldn't have to worry about that. but because he doesn't
Here,
have those
I'll answer the question. In 9 years, if stats mattered, why did it not equal championships? If LeBron James, this legendary act, and everybody says he's so great, why did he not have like 9 championship rings? Why wasn't he not like Bill Russell? I'm waiting for all the LeBron James. I had this argument before. If he's such great, why does he not have 2 hands full of rings?
Of course. He should have.
If his stats are legendary, he's all NBA player, all this shit, why did it not equal the championships?
Listen, and no one can ever touch that stat. What the late great Bill Russell did, 11 championships in 13 seasons.
And
That would never be.
by the way, I'm part of the Kobe Bryant fan club. By the way, I actually watched real players play called Robert Ory, Derek Fisher, Shaq. Oh, real players that actually have stats and actually win, and we're dominating. 3-peat. Remember that.
Listen,
keep me
LeBron
going.
right
Keep me going. Oh, by the way, I watched
LeBron,
the legendary team as a kid, and I was in awe of Michael Jordan. So, yeah.
LeBron should just retire. That's it.
LeBron James should just retire at this point. I agree with that one.
He's just retired. That's it. You can't get. Okay, what? It's gonna drag into August. Meanwhile, teams are getting better. You're gonna clog up the whole scene. And Stephen A. Smith is on vacation. Talk about, oh, they should put LeBron James on. Yo, Nick, shut the fuck up.
Well,
What?
LeBron James can
Stop.
have historic numbers in the playoffs, and yeah, okay. How many times did it take him to get over the hurdle of the fucking Golden State Warriors problem?
Okay, one time, one. That's it.
And how
One.
many times? Okay, in honesty, as a Laker, and even with Miami with the promises, he didn't live up to his. He didn't live up to his shit.
No.
Oh, and by the way, the
No.
man tried to get D Wade out of fucking Miami. Oh, I'm sorry that I brought. He's such a legend, right? Right. By the way, tried to cripple fucking Dwayne Wade. Oh, his best friend. Nobody talks about this, but Dwayne Wade doesn't forget about it. He talks about it. How LeBron James is an ego. Tried to get him off the team when they first won the first championship.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But Chris Bosh talks about this all the time. How LeBron's always about, oh, I need to be over here. I need this player over here. I need to maximize my levels. And it never turns out to shit. He should have, literally, no joke, he's going to be the most mega bust that I've ever seen when it comes to playoffs. Where he talks a big game like Conor McGregor and never delivers. That's a fact. I'm waiting for all the LeBron disciples to tell me different. And you know what? I respect LeBron for the fact what he did for partially from those years with the Lakers. But a lot of that, he was sitting there handicapping my team.
Yeah. Listen, number on sexuals, man, is too much.
I sat last season and I went, sit this man fucking down. Sit this man down. Get him off my floor. I said that halfway into the season. He's holding the team back. Luka and AR, let's go there. We're running the team better than with LeBron James on the floor. The stats show that. They were a higher ranked team and the team was faster. I said I had to stop watching some games because fucking Ayton and fucking LeBron were terrible. And by the way, LeBron James goes, I'm going to run with the ball and I'm going to turn it over. Or I'm not going to run for that because I'm 42 years old. Or 41. Bro, you're just trolling at this point, bro. We're going to move along.
Yeah.
We're going to move along. You're just trolling the troll now at this point. You've already lost the battle. I've already proved your point wrong multiple times.
That's it.
SGA, there's a reason why SGA got MVP and why LeBron James wasn't even considered on the MVP voting bracket. If his stats mattered, then why didn't he get there? He got the second roster for All NBA. He didn't even get on the main one. That's a fact.
Yeah. This LeBron, Listen, this whole LeBron, and this is why teams don't want this distraction. It clogs up everything that they want to do. When you have this LeBron situation and he's hooked onto certain teams, so now those fan bases are going to say, "Well, why you don't get LeBron James?"
Look,
Meanwhile, you need
look. These guys, these people, I call them this. When they want to talk about stats about LeBron, you're a LeBron James fan. You just can't take the
no.
fucking fact
he-
that the NBA
He's a
don't want him no more.
LeBron sexual, Braun sexual.
Broad sexual, unk sexual.
No, Braun sexual. He's a Braun sexual. Please,
Braun said,
he
Do you
can't
know? Do you know
turn
how
up.
many people defend this guy and then start talking sexual about his body? I want his hair. I want his beard. I want some honey on me. P Diddy me. The fuck?
No, they can't take the dick out of their mouths. That's what happened. I'm a broad sexual. Let me suck you off. What? You you getting that right? You getting that? You getting that at the moment? And then it's like, oh,
And now he's saying I'm banned. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Move
oh,
along. Go to it. Go to another channel that talks about LeBron, bro. I'm
yeah,
not here to
and that.
police the LeBron Gamudget fan base.
By the
Go
way,
rub. Go rub the honey. Go rub the honey and talk
by
about your numbers.
by the way, like I said, the rumors are always picking up.
Oh,
LeBron James and P.
and by the way, I will watch Kobe Bryant have more rings than fucking LeBron and Shaq have more, and Ori be the best player ever to me. Oh, and yeah. We'll go there. I'll say Kevin Garnett. Let's go there. Paul Pierce. Let's go there. So have fun with your
Oh,
honey and your LeBron James shrine and talking about all you can live on is the stats the season. But that stats don't matter when it comes to playoffs. Either you have it or you don't, and the Unk don't have it.
no, and let's call into question what's going on. LeBron James and PED use.
Oh
Okay,
shit. You know
there,
who
there,
else said that? My mom said he's on PEDs. Gotta be.
oh, there are whispers and KG kind of alluded a little bit, but people didn't catch it. Well, the late great Victor
Bro, I'm
Conti.
being okay. Hold on. Let me. This is a show. I'm
This is a
like
show.
fucking. I'm like Dan Levitar and Jim Rome. They get animated all the time, and you could think I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm just finding your comments funny at this point. I say
Funny.
go and get that honey. Go to the Walmart. Get the Great Value brand. Smother it all over you and put a LeBron James picture on your chest. Seriously. Or better at, go find a picture and start gooning for him. All right?
Oh man, oh man, that one was funny. That one was good. That one was
Bro,
good. What you
go
said.
imagine trophies. By the way, go get a little ball and like go get some newspaper and go make a make believe championship and say LeBron won me a championship.
Listen, and like
Go
I
get some
said,
Tonka toys.
Victor Conti before he passed had an interview with Jason Whitlock of Fearless,
By
and
the
that
way, no LeBron James fan wants to hear the stats of how many playoff losses he's had.
oh, and they don't want to hear about PD use neither because it's true. The rumors are starting to pick up. Former players kind of whispered it, but they can't say it
Bro,
because
you've been in here arguing about LeBron towards me. You say you're not
you're
arguing. You say I'm mad, but you're sitting here like a gamudget and wanting to
you're
argue about LeBron James to me. Like I don't give a fuck. LeBron James
what's
was
his
on my team. I even said
what's
at the
what's
end he's holding the team back.
what's his go- what's his name? What's his name that's trying to argue with you right now? What is his name?
Bingo, Bango picked. I have no idea, man.
Okay, bingo, bango. There's a reason why LeBron James is not signed at the moment, and he may not be signed probably until we get close to training camp. It's a whole bunch of distractions, and you're a bronze sexual, so stop, please. Just stop. You're a bronze sexual. Just
All right,
it's
let's move
okay.
along onto this subject, man.
Oh,
This LeBron stuff's kind of garbage.
bye bye. Because there's other things we got to talk about too. Because we got to talk about the NHL free agency and how that's picking up
Go ahead and talk about
a
it real
little
quick.
bit. So basically, the Flyers right now are making moves and they're offering their players long term deals. And from what I'm hearing, Connor Bedard coming up is going to get himself an extension.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be it. And then too, you see teams that are getting younger. So right now for us as a me as a Rangers fan, we are kind of like dumping out those players that was part of that 2024 team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Panthers.
So,
Well, right now we
Bud, welcome to the kick parade. I'm just gonna kick you out of my chat. I've told you once. You want to come here and troll, you get kicked. That's just how I'm gonna do
bye
it.
bye bye
Yeah,
bye.
I'm not gonna deal with your curmudgeoncy, bro. Like if you want to live on that LeBron James, he's the best thing since sliced bread. You can get the fuck on.
Okay, you
I don't have
bronsexuals.
time. I'm wasting time trying to go with my sports knowledge. I have more sports knowledge in my finger than you trying to troll in my chat. So there you go. Have a
Yeah,
nice day.
yeah,
Think next time
yeah.
before you speak in my chat.
Bye bye, you bronsexuals. Let's move on. Let's move on. So
Go ahead. I had a stream in my ear that was blowing my ears out. So,
yeah,
because I was trying to
basically
log
for
in to
us,
kick real quick.
me as a Rangers fan, well, right now we're moving off of players that were part of part of that 2024 team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Florida Panthers. So now we're looking to move Vinny Trocheck and signing some young players. So basically it's a more of a I wouldn't call it rebuild, it's more of a retool with a rebuild involved. So
Well,
I gotta
The Rangers needed to rebuild anyway.
yeah, well, it's a retool with a rebuild. Plus now
You need to do what the
and
Anaheim Ducks are doing, basically.
hmm well, yeah,
And it's no
and then
negative.
too,
That's not me taking digs at your team or anything. It's just
no,
you do need to rebuild.
yeah, and that's what basically the GM Chris Drury said. We need more of a rebuild than anything because we have young talent that's in the AHL farm team in Hartford that needs to be on the main roster.
By the
And
way,
then you
guys, I
got your big
apologize for going back and forth with this individual, but I like to do that sometimes. What this person didn't realize, and I'm going to explain this real quick on this show. What he didn't realize was that sometimes I take this kind of energy and I use it because when you guys go to watch it, you find it entertaining. So I do it as
yeah
entertainment, and I throw some knowledge behind it. So when sometimes I tell my co-hosts, just let it happen, because
yeah
it's great entertainment. If a LeBron James defender wants to come in here, or LeBron James sexual wants to come in here, or a Unk fan wants to come in here and
uh,
justify it, I'll have some fun with it.
okay.
And I'll
Listen,
be proud to drop you some knowledge because I'm very knowledgeable on sports. So is my co-host. We'll give you knowledge. We'll
oh
educate
yes,
you.
more than
Like
just that.
trust me. I sat and I used to watch ESPN religiously. Okay, for it was a problem at it once upon a time. I used to get up in the morning and it was Mike and Mike in the morning, and then it was
Same here.
First Take, and then it was our Cold Pizza back in the day. I used to like
Pizza.
watch ESPN from like 9 o'clock. Then I went to school and then I came back and I watched it on the DVR, the rest of it, and sat and watched
Oh yeah.
Monday Night Football religiously over Monday Night Raw back in the day.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
when people turn around, and tell me that I'm this, that, and the third,
Uh-huh.
I laugh at you because I've watched
Of
so much
course.
sports. Not as much as this man. This man's a lot older than me. Not by much, but has watched more sports and seen a lot of more good stuff than me, like Michael Jordan's early on era.
And please, and I don't want to hear anybody talk about LeBron. You're gonna compare LeBron to Kobe. On my over my boy, they better not go there.
These LeBron James gumudgets, man. They say this, and it's like, bro, you don't realize that Kobe Bryant didn't have super teams. When he was
There you
winning some of
go.
those championships, he didn't really have. He took a bunch of nobodies, put them on his back, and led them to championships. Like players
That's
like
what
Andrew Bynum's, Vujic, um,
Shannon
what was it?
Brown.
Shannon Brown. What was the one? What was the one? Oh my God, what was his name?
Lamar Odom, Meta World
Trevor
Peace,
Ariza.
Trevor Ariza, Meta World Peace. Yeah, Trevor.
He made Mecca World Peace go and change his perspective on life if he was going to be that the story goes like Mecca World Peace tells it. Kobe Bryant sat him down in a room and said, "If you want to win, you got to change. You have to change your perspective on everything." He sat players down. There's a difference between LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, and I don't want to hear that. I sat and lived
And
the
that's
Kobe
what.
Bryant era.
Oh yeah, me.
Went to
Listen,
games.
I'm seeing. Okay, okay, and that's what it is. That's what a leader does. He changes his perspective. So now the teams around him change their perspectives, and that's why they were able to compete in the playoffs, and they went to the finals three times. I'm talking about the second iteration of it when they went to the finals three times and won two
Yep.
on those teams, and it forged a bond with them to where you said, "Damn, you're not beating them because you know who you have right there. You know who's leading them, and it's just." And he never said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna build myself a super team. I'm gonna take my talents elsewhere." No, guess what? The late great Dr. Jerry Buss said, "You are staying right here. You're gonna stay with us with the Lakers, and we are going to accommodate you with whatever you need." And that's what you
Absolutely.
and that's what happened. Because Kobe said, "Oh yeah, it's either me or Shaq." Well, first and foremost, you're not going anywhere, Kobe. So you better not be saying that. I mean, well, Dr. Jerry, the late great Dr. Jerry Buss told him, "You no, 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 no. We're gonna work this out."
We're an hour in. So let's segue into all this basketball talk because I'm kind of like burnt out on
Too
the
much.
basketball. Too
Yeah,
much
it's too.
LeUnc for my own taste.
Yeah, too much because man, I mean, you could
LeBron
take that.
James, okay, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be honest. LeBron James is like eating a stale piece of meat and you're just like,
Ugh,
"Ugh." You're like, "Ugh." It's like going and
yeah,
getting shitty fast food and you're just like, "Ugh."
and you're gonna get food poison with this, and you go get food poison with the shit too. There you go. Go get yourself some
Yeah,
food poison.
I just can't believe LeBron James is still in the league and still asking for money, bro. Like he's gonna be 50 by the time it's all said and done, and I'm kind of scared of that idea. And he's just gonna go to team, and it's gonna be kind of sad.
And I don't want. And
He's ruining his legacy. To be honest with you.
listen, he will not be on the same level. They're gonna try to put him with Tom Brady and all that. Okay, Brady did it with two teams. So what? Brady did it with two teams, but he never. But here's the thing: Brady never asked for a lot of money. It's okay. I want to be on this team. I'm gonna be the quarterback. How much you gonna give it to me? I'll take it and I'll go. That's all. That's what he did.
By the way, Tom Brady, what I have respect for, is he literally no joke said, "I'll take less money to get some more players."
Yeah, and he changed, and some of those teams that Brady had, Super Bowl teams, he changed players' perspectives. Gronk, remember
Yep.
Gronk used to come in a little bit loosey goosey.
Yep.
What he told Gronk, he said, "Hey, you want to win? You better change your perspective."
He took Evans onto the side when he was part of Tampa, and he said, "No, you got to change your perspectives. If you want to win with me, you got to
Mike,
change your perspectives." Mike Evans. Yep.
Mike, yeah, AB, Shady McCoy already had a ring from Kansas City. LeGarrette Blount changed his perspective. JPP already had one, but then you had the other guys, Vontae Davis and the crew on defense. He changed their perspectives to the point that they are Super Bowl champions and they don't have to buy another meal in their town ever again, or in the town that they played for, which is Tampa Bay, whatever. But yeah, change of perspective. That's what we're talking
And
about.
and
So
if we're gonna go there, take a look at the flag football league with Tom Brady being the head guy of this. He's also taking less money, but he's putting also his other money into it to make that happen. So for people to
yeah,
sit here and try to put LeBron in the same levels, LeBron's not in the same level. He's always done this. Look at the super teams he part of. When he wasn't winning, he threw all the players under the fucking bus.
he did. He did. He did.
Look at his relationship with fucking Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and him don't like. You didn't see him in some of his European trips. Look at Kyrie. Kyrie Irving don't want to even be there. You could tell it's deep with
Kyrie,
both of those.
Kyrie Irving, and they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary with the Cavs, their championship team.
Yep.
10 years, and Kyrie wasn't there.
No, Kyrie said, "I'm grateful that we won a championship, but I don't need to rehash it. We won. I live it."
Yeah, yeah. You saw the you saw
I knew why he didn't go there because he doesn't like LeBron. Him and LeBron have never really. He said it in interviews. He felt that he was shadowed in
yeah.
he was in LeBron James' shadow.
If you really want to take a look at how brotherhood, love, and respect is in a championship team, I take you back to that reunion, the 20-year reunion with the Miami Heat of the 2006 NBA championship. Those guys could sit down there and say, "Man, yeah, we were like a bunch of misfits, but we formed a brotherhood that will last forever."
Right.
Lonzo Mourning, Udonis Haslem, Antoine Walker, Shaq, Wade, D Wade, and GP.
They also had white
Yeah.
chocolate.
Oh yeah. Christian Laettner.
No. No.
Who?
What's his face? White chocolate.
Bro.
You don't know who white chocolate is? The original king.
Jay Williams.
Yeah, Jay Williams. Yeah.
But they also had the other one too, Christian Laettner.
Yes, they did. They had a good team. This was
But see,
before LeBron.
yeah, that was a team in '06, and they formed it. They said, "All right, we're gonna figure out our roles. Shaq, you're gonna give us our 20 points. Wade is our D Wade is our scorer. Whatever we have to fill in from there, we just fill it in." And that was at a time when the NBA, you didn't have to do much scoring to win. You could score 97 points and win. Well, you can't do that
Yes.
now.
No, you can't.
You can't do that now. So it
Not
was
how this
different.
league is constructed with penalties and problems. Absolutely not. So let's segue from the NBA talk, and we're gonna talk about some other subjects real quick. Sheamus. So guys, if you didn't
Sheamus,
know, Sheamus. Yo, thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate that.
shout out
Appreciate
to
the
you, buddy.
follow.
Shout out to
My
you, brother.
alert. Sorry, the alerts. Thank you for that, bud. What's
Yeah.
up here? So if you guys didn't know,
I,
Sheamus is not renewing his deal. He's gonna let it run out, and he's gonna take free agency.
free
He's
agency,
not gonna.
which is better.
There's gonna be no 90-day compete clause with him. No nothing like that. He's just gonna be straight a free agent.
Nope, 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 nope. And rightfully so. Give him what he wants. Just let the contract run out and let him go. Because there's nothing more for him to do in WWE at the moment. That's it.
They're
He
not
did
using
everything.
him. Him and Shinsuke should just leave. To be honest with you.
That's it. It's just, it ran its course. It was 19, close to 20 years that that we watched him on WWE TV. Give us everything that he got. And now it's just time to move on. That's all. It's not. It's just time to move on from him and find
Sheamus
someone.
is 48 years old. He don't look 48 years old.
He's what?
48 years old.
Oh, 48. He looks good. So that means he could probably go another 2, 3 years.
Honestly, if it was me, I would see him in like I told you, AEW is perfect.
Bingo.
Adam Copeland already put the cats out the bag on that one. The New Day's showing up, and also
Oh yeah,
Motor Machine Gun. So
yeah, because
at this point,
that's what- yeah, no,
to me,
like
Sheamus
I
would be a good signing.
and like I said, remember him and Cope is good for they're like brothers because he was the real reason why Cope got back into wrestling again.
Right.
He's one of the he's the I would say one of the main reasons why Cope got back in because Cope talked about it. What he talked about this a few years was it a few years ago or something like that? A few years ago, where him and Sheamus was doing like dirt bike riding, and he while they were doing it, he fell off and he got this bump, and he felt like this bump. He felt you get the bump when you fall off a dirt bike going on the path, and he said to himself, "You know something? I could really do this again in regards to wrestling." Because it came to a point in his life that he felt as though that he couldn't do it again. He questioned it. Cope. And Sheamus said, "You know what? You could do it. You could do it. You could do it." They took him dirt bike riding and then got that bump and he said, "Oh, okay, I could do it again." And that's
So
when
I'll
we
tell you,
saw him
I'm
again.
not gonna make. I'm not gonna. I don't know what Sheamus is gonna do going forward. I don't know if he's gonna retire, not retire. I'm not. I'm not. Look. Look.
We'll,
I'm just gonna say this. Look, I think AEW would be a perfect place for him. I think if he came in, he could do some type of a mini run. I could see him as a champion in Ring of Honor. I could see him as a
yes.
TNT champion. They got a stacked main card. I don't see that putting a heavyweight title on him like
No,
that.
no, no.
But I could
At
see I
this
could
point,
see
at this point of his career, he probably is not going to be looking towards that.
right.
At this point of his career, he just wants to make sure, okay, he's very much compensated, feels comfortable, and can do and can produce the work
Right.
and can go to work. So that for me, I could see that, and I said, good for him. Good for him on not renewing the deal. So now there are more options out there for him to explore. Now with the fantasy booking, let's go into this. You stated earlier, well, when we were chatting, that he could be with the Death Riders. I
Yeah.
said, very interesting because him and Claudio do have chemistry together, and that never goes away. You can have a tag team where you have Sheamus and Claudio Castagnoli, Death Riders. We, ooh, that would be one of those. It'd be one of those matches where you get the brute, you get the swing, you get the uppercuts. Here
You
we
could bring it
go.
you could bring it back to what they originally were be as a tag team.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Before they broke that shit up, and then they
I
had
think I
another
think
fan.
Sheamus is gonna. So I think Sheamus is gonna be the first catalyst. I think they're gonna do is I think with Sheamus, I think WWE is gonna fully release him so he doesn't go somewhere else. They're
That's
gonna be
what it
that
is.
they're gonna be that petty. You watch.
Yeah, because remember they did the same thing with the New Day.
Yep.
New Day, New Day's deal was about to what was it expire or something? No, no, no. They wanted them to do a pay cut, and the New Day said, "Go fuck yourselves. We're out of here." No, it's different.
Absolutely.
With him, they'll do the release so that way he could sit back and do. Okay, so you're gonna give him more time to heal him from his shoulder injury, shoulder surgery. Great. It's gonna put the hunger back in him to compete again. That's all. That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna give him time to stew and all that. He ain't gonna say too much about it. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I could see Bailey getting released too because
So
her
here's what I
contract
see
run.
after SummerSlam. I see Bailey, Sheamus, because they're bringing back Baron Corbin, so that's why Sheamus is a casualty.
Yeah,
I do believe that he's a casualty.
Yeah, Bailey because okay, her contract is about to expire, so she's gonna go into that. They're not gonna let her contract run out. They're gonna do the same thing as you said. They could do the same thing like they want to do to Sheamus.
Yeah.
Be very petty and release and put a 90-day not compete clause to it. Okay, fine. You can do that. It's fine. I'm sounding like Leo Rush right now. It's fine.
The rain. It's fine. It's fine. He took a picture of that whole thing in New York where they climbed the damn thing, and he put his umbrella and said it's fine in AI, and I started dying. This dude, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, WWE fans. There is no comparison now to Leo Rush and Danhausen. Danhausen is
No,
a circus act. Leo Rush is serious. Uh, he has people turning every time they think he's around now. It's not kayfabe. They're looking around. That is like
oh,
boogeyman levels.
no. They looking around. I seen that shit. Oh yeah. Listen, who could?
I can't
I'm
wait.
gonna. Oh,
I can't wait for the day that they fucking do the Leo Rush where he's like out of nowhere his mouth just starts dripping black like bubbling out, fizzling,
already.
and he starts seizing in the ring going, "It's fine." And he starts seizing and they think something's wrong and they call the medical staff out to give him an exorcism. That shit would be hilarious, man. I'm already ready for it.
And then he's gonna start growling at them like, "Row, get off!
Yeah.
Oh, wow, oh,
I can't wait
that's
for
awesome."
wrestlers to go. I can't wait for wrestlers to do like Smeagol. Power of Christ fills you. Power of Christ. Oh my god.
Oh, it's coming. Hey, Leo Rush, shout out to you, man. Damn. Listen, my co-host has been high up on you, but man, listen, ooh,
Well, Tony
you
Khan's
gotta
believing. See, the thing is, Tony Khan is believing in him. That's the thing.
pay and TK too. So that's the thing. But hey, he deserves every bit of an assist right there at Forbidden Door.
By the way,
That's gonna be
TK, I'm gonna rag on you for a second, and I know that I've been praising AEW a lot, but you kind of went backwards on Wednesday. You digressed.
you did.
You
You
kind of
did.
went a you kind of went a little backwards.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you went a little backwards, my guy. You went full
You
stop backwards.
well, basically you bury your champion versus Leo Rush. Oh shit. Lil Rush had listen, I watched that whole match. Lil Rush had Kevin Knight going in circles. All of a sudden you're like, okay, what's next? Oh, what happened? How you won the match, Kevin? Yeah, you needed an assist from the Don Callis from your fellow stablemates of the Don Callis family. Okay, great job. Great job. But Leo Rush is the man of the night. Oh, and by the way, TK, what the fuck are we doing in the main event in the survival of the fittest, giving Hikaru Shida the belt when you have a young eh, rising star in Persephone that should be able to hold that belt. But timeout, you got the notice. Willow Nightingale is coming back. Transitional champion. She's going to be back in time to take that title from Hikaru Shida.
I'm just a little confuzzled with that one. I'm sorry, just gotta say it. I'm just confuzzled.
I know, but hold on there. That's not even the case. Now you turn Persephone into a heel character. You did not even introduce her to the American audience in vignettes and promos. You let Monet do that easily, but not her,
It makes
not
no sense.
Persephone.
My whole thing is with Persephone is the same thing as I feel about how they brought in a lot of these Stardom talents. I'm like, you got to give them vignettes and stuff like that because who knows I know who a Starlight Kid is. I know
Kid
who
or
what's her
Mi-
name that was in the tournament that
Mi-
went against. Go ahead.
uh,
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Mike. Her
Micah,
name is
thank you.
Micah.
Yeah, like
Micah.
I know who she is.
Yeah, Micah or the other one that was wrestling in wrestling. She was on Collision on Thursday. Her too. We know about them, but the American audience doesn't. You have to introduce them in vignettes. Let them shoot promos. Okay, you let Tekla come in. She surprised us a little bit, but you let her shoot promos and you show vignettes. Okay, this is what happened to when she was in Stardom. This is what happened to her. This is the real reason for it. She's here and she's shooting promos. You let Monet shoot promos. Great. But Persephone can't. Persephone is she's a well spoken wrestler in English and Spanish. She can do it.
Yes.
Give her that. But please do not turn her heel without explaining why. You basically turned her heel for what? For the simple fact that you want to look like WWE at the moment? Yeah, we get that WWE's doing counter programming and shit. And and shout out to you, Dave Meltzer, for asking the question. This is not anything on you, Dave, but right now AEW should not be looking like WWE. You said AEW is supposed to be where the best wrestle,
Yeah.
but it didn't
I
look
agree with
like it.
that.
But it didn't look like it. And the whole fallout from Forbidden Door, it looked like, well, we're just gonna throw this in here, make our champion feel embarrassed. Then we're gonna do this with the survival. Then we're gonna do this with the survival of the fittest, which we said on this show it's got to go to one of the young stars. We said either Aminata or Persephone, not Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida don't need a belt right now. She don't need a belt at
Right.
the moment. She's got to work her way back in. Plus, plus she still got her little battle going on with Statlander. So now we're gonna give her a belt in time for Willow Nightingale to take it at Redemption, because that's just the way it's gonna happen in a few weeks in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Here comes Willow
Absolutely.
Nightingale to take. Here she comes to take back the title. Then what? Then what? So please,
Well, it makes no sense. I don't understand the pay-per-view redemption because to me that should be like there should be a Royal Rumble match or a gauntlet match as they do.
I guess for them, they wanted to fill in space while on the road to All In. So they decided to put a pay per view for that time. I remember, both you and I remember when when we were watching WWE. WWE never used to put a show after Royal Rumble. Did they not?
True.
They never put a pay per view between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. You're building towards your next big
Well,
show.
WWE would. It was called like a roadblock, and it wasn't any or
No,
like elimination chamber for a while there.
but long before that, we talking we're talking 2000s. Long before the
Oh
whole
no,
elimination.
no, they really didn't. They built up like 2 months worth of shows.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about WWE back in the 90s, 2000s, before Elimination Chamber and all these things came around. They built up for 3 months. Well, 2 months, because it usually would be the Sunday, first Sunday in April when it was one day. But you take that time to build up. Okay, we get Forbidden Door. It's the 28th of June. Your next big one is August 30th. You're supposed to be whatever shows you have in between that, great. You have your Dynamite, you have your Collision, you got your Ring of Honor, you got them going G1 Classic and all that. That's fine, but you don't need a pay per view because now it's like, what are we doing? It's 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 the fact that we're looking to get more wrestlers hurt before your big show when we're supposed to be building them up for 2 months. I wanted to see a 2 month build up between Osprey and MJF. We
Absolutely.
had that. We got a little bit of that in 2024, but now we want more. We want to hear that MJF talk about, oh, well, no, the Billy Goat couldn't do it by himself, so he had to go hired a bunch of mercenaries to do the job for him. So what? We got 4 weeks now. we're probably not going to see We're not going to see Osprey and MJF do their promo showdown until after Redemption.
Yeah, see, it kind of hampers a lot of things.
So that's the thing. And it's like, what? It's like, okay, if you was going to do Redemption, you do Redemption after All In. That would be a pit. But see, guess what? You can't do it after All In because then you have All Out. And then it goes in, then you have All Out and you got Full Gear. So, Wrestle Dream. Wrestle Dream, then Full Gear. So, I don't know. Well, I mean, are we gonna, it's like the question goes, are we gonna, why are we putting a show toward between Forbidden Door and All In? I want to see the 2 month build up. That's what we want.
Right.
That's what the fans was clamoring for. But when I saw the reaction from this on X when they first announced it and put it on there about Redemption. They said it's a nice show, but we are basically worried about building up between Forbidden Door and All In.
What they should do is, I get what they're going for. I understand what they're going for. They're trying to go for the whole Royal Rumble thing, but they could have done that 2-3 months ago.
They could have done that. Yeah,
What's the point of
that
the?
should.
Then to me, what's the point of? What is the point of? What's the actual point of? What is the actual point of Redemption or the Owen Hart Classic then?
That's true.
Then you're defeating your purpose of that. Because the Owen Hart Classic, what they should do with the Owen Hart Classic, and this is my personal opinion, and I've always stated this, the Owen Hart Classic should just be, no joke, a pay-per-view of its own. And throughout the night, they have the first round, the second round. It should just be a round robin for hours, kind of like King of the Ring. And then they just have the person go on to, go on to the headline their mega pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
For the champ. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
For the championship. But
Right.
but you have that, and uh, I just don't, it's just that we don't want it. Everybody has come to AEW because WWE right now is bland. Let's just call it for what it is. It's bland. It's shit. It's
Yes.
bullshit. It's
Yeah.
it's a fucking turd on the damn road that you don't even want to pick up. But then the shit smells afterwards when you don't pick it up. That's just WWE. And then now you wanna smell like WWE, AEW. Come on,
Well,
TK. You're
I'm
doing
gonna give them. I'm gonna give them shit. Like I said to people, I'm not one of those channels. We're not one of these shows, one of these channels that I've been on the record. When the AEW does great, I'll praise them. When they do bad, I'll talk about it. Like no
same
matter
here.
what, like I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit and say to people, oh well, AEW's doing amazing things. AEW is so great. They've thrown up a lot of stinkers.
Yeah.
And a lot of blunders. Like, for instance, Persephone, and I'm going to hear from some of the AEW gamudgets. They're going to say, oh, well, trust in the process. Why should I trust in the process when
Concept.
TK has done this before? This is not a
He
this
did it
is
before.
nothing new. He's done it before. He did this with swapping the belts between Hangman. He's done this before. And it's like, do you have faith in your talent or you don't? You know what I mean?
True.
And what's the point of bringing Persephone in then?
Yeah. Yeah. And then too, now they're gonna now they're running into another headwind. AEW, Maya World.
Well, Maya World's destined for the women's world championship belt.
That's another headwind that they gotta make sure that they gotta
I
treat that
I
one
really
right.
I really think this is going to happen, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they set up a women's world title match at um I'm going to
The
assume
next up,
at All In, and they're going to have Athena lose.
Yes.
I think that's what
Listen.
they're gonna do. They're gonna give Maya World that payoff that she deserves.
Yeah. Because right now, Maya will, because for all the talk that was taking place between her and Monet, Monet actually said at the media scrum for Forbidden Door, "Hey, Maya World's got game. Kudos to her." And I'm like, that is she's got that game in the ring, and she's gonna continue getting better. That's what Monet said on the podium at
Right.
the media scrum. Because Monet would have never said that. You know, Monet's character is not of that. But when she has gone through a match like that, and she sees somebody putting the work in, you're gonna get that praise from her. You're gonna get it
Absolutely.
from her. And
Absolutely.
then here comes the payoff. Now Maya World goes into the casino gauntlet match number 2 after winning her spot on Wednesday. So now it's Athena 1, Maya World 2 in the casino gauntlet match.
Well, as I was telling you, Maya's World, I think they're gonna set up for that whole family thing. They're gonna make everything that you're saying
Yes,
technically everything you need to know.
yes. About the whole family. They're gonna go deep. Athena already tapped in. Now that shit's gonna go deeper, and Athena's gonna say, "I know your family more than you know them, and all that." Oh, I want her to say that. Oh, that is a shit. I just gave it up.
Well, see,
I just
see, Ted, they're gonna play on that, and it's gonna be a redemption story if you want to go there.
and that's what's neat. See, there you go. That's what we need. That's what we need right now. Athena does not need the belt anymore. She needs to move on from being the champion of Ring of Honor, women's world champion of Ring of Honor, and
Right.
get back into the main roster. Let her
Absolutely.
let Maya World cook with that title, because you have a plethora of talent in Ring of Honor, and and a plethora of more talent that's going to come in.
Right. Absolutely. I
You
agree with that. I agree with you
and you
there.
can't hold that up. You can't hold that up. And her partner High End is a very good she can go too. High End is very good too. So I'll shout out to her, shout out to you, High End. So you're very good. She could, and the thing is, well, they're gonna say, well, how come Billy Starks can't get the title? Here's the thing. Billy Starks is still considered to be a heel. She's a heel with that. So what are you what are you doing putting heel versus heel in that?
Well,
In
it's
regards to
typical.
Billy,
It's typical AEW though. See, that's the
well,
thing. It's typical AEW.
and that's the thing, because right now for me, I would put I would keep Billy Starks in a little bit of ice. I'll keep her probably on ice until we get to that Ring of Honor women's world championship match, and she plays a part in it.
Right.
She's gonna play a part in screwing over Athena.
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing it right there. Keep on whatever it is, okay, she comes back and she says, I'm part of this again, whatever it is, just play it off. And then whenever that match happens, pull the trigger.
Yep. 100.
Pull the
percent
trigger and get pull the trigger. So that's one thing that we see. But for TK, that was not good for what you did for Dynamite on Wednesday. You're gonna do better. You said we're the best wrestler, but you can't do that while acting like WWE. Can't do it. You
Oh,
cannot do that.
you're not wrong with that one. He
Oh, oh,
fumbled the
oh,
bag. Yeah, he fumbled the bag with that one.
and also let's give a shout out to the Bang Bang Gang for for getting back together. The full crew was back. The full crew was back. Oh yes, and and we knew. Well, we discussed the fact that the dogs wasn't gonna win. That they're gonna give a good showing for the AEW tag team championships, but they wasn't gonna win it because we said
Absolutely.
the one person that was gonna call that was gonna be a key factor is the person that was coming back, and that man is a Switchblade Jay White.
Right. I agree with
But
that.
by by the way, Jay
Go ahead.
White
Go
still
ahead and
looks.
talk about it for a minute.
Yeah. By the way, Jay White still looks good. He can. He I mean, after being out for 13 months, he still is cooking in the ring. So, shout out to him and the Bang Bang Gang. They're back. The Collision Cowboys are back together again. Stronghold, ready to roll, capture more titles, and conduct their business. So definitely that's something definitely that's something worth looking out for with the Bang Bang Gang. And speaking of one group that I would like to talk about, I like to also talk about STP.
Hang on just a second. I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me a second. I don't know what the freak just happened, but all my audio, click here. Okay, so uh why did Discord? Okay, Discord just switched for some reason to a different audio source. Sorry. Sorry, stream, my bad. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. We're gonna fix this. You're welcome, buddy. Shit. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Go ahead and say something, host.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's back. Okay. I don't know. Discord just
Uh,
changed that randomly. That's weird.
I don't know. I don't know because I can
I
hear
fixed
you.
it. I fixed it. There you go. I fixed it. Go ahead. You got kind of cut it off because the
Um,
FinFind software that does my virtual audio literally just did a whole switch. You're welcome, Jonathan, man. Appreciate you for being here, buddy, and sticking around and hanging out with
hey,
us. Go ahead.
shout out. So basically, I was talking about the Bang Bang Gang and how we're just looking forward to see what they are gonna do on Collision and Ring of Honor too, because you know Ace Dawson goes between Collision and Ring of Honor, so they're back in full strength. And I talked about STP very much giving a good showing, even though they're not giving them wins right now. They're giving them a good showing and a good push between them going being mainly on Ring of Honor and now getting a push Collision, and how I'm just looking forward to seeing them. And I was gonna say, guys, it's okay. The dogs are gonna still be there. They're gonna still kick ass and do whatever it takes. Now
Absolutely.
and they have an alliance with the Death Riders. So it's all good. They're gonna get their titles at some point. But it's not their time at the moment. They're gonna work in on that and they could do that. And also, hey, Gabe Kidd is back. Gabe Kidd is back, folks. So now they could work this in, get a trios title, but also too have a battle with the Bang Bang Gang because there's still unfinished business in that storyline. Because that's what Jay White spoke about on Collision.
All right,
Not
let's
Collision. Um,
segue into another subject real quick. We're gonna talk about this because PlayStation. Yeah, you. I'm asking. I'm talking
no
about
need.
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Go ahead.
We're gonna talk about Microsoft too with this because gaming right now as a whole, right now is just fucking horrendously bad. And we're gonna go into it because there's an ad happening. There's an ad breaking process. We'll wait that minute. Go ahead and so Bang Bang Gang. Let's go right into it. Bang Bang Gang. I'm happy to see them back. Jay White, I'm happy to see back. I love it when I see it. You know what I mean? I love me some. Love it.
Yes.
My whole thing is, and I will tell you guys straight up, my whole thing is, TK, you gotta be booking. You
There
gotta
you
be
go.
booking. You gotta be
Now you
giving your
got to.
talent now. You gotta give your talent a push. Gotta push
Yes.
your talent.
By the way,
That's the whole thing.
and I was talking about STP, and I am kind of liking the push that they're getting as well.
Right.
I like the push that.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying for a while. So this is me just being honest and fair. I'm not trying to be. We got 2 seconds. So all right, guys.
Mhm.
So we're gonna segue now because the ad break just ended on Twitch. So we're gonna segue right into it. PlayStation, Xbox, physical media. If you guys haven't seen this physical media thing that's been going on with Sony, you're under a rock. Sony decided we're not going to be making discs no more, and we're gonna go all digital, and you're gonna love every second of it. Rockstar Games, you're gonna love digital, and you're gonna pay $150 because they're claiming GTA 6 is $3 billion in sales, and I highly doubt that right now. And you're gonna enjoy the fucking ream job that's coming your way because you don't own your games no more.
Nope.
You don't own shit. And Sony's getting sued. Why? Well, Sony, and by the way, the ESR lady for the gaming, whatever, committee, please go fuck yourself. You have no idea what you're talking about. Minecraft. They're saying Minecraft servers are illegal. Custom servers are illegal. Call of Duty custom servers are illegal. These people that are talking right now are absolutely fucking disgusting. Disgusting. And if you hear these people, I say go to your senators and congressmen and fight this shit because at this point, the gaming crash is going to happen, man. I don't know what else. These people that are talking about, oh, diskless world, bro, physical media is coming back. Music industry is having a resurgency with disc. You know what I'm doing? I'm buying vinyl. I've been buying vinyl a
See?
lot, and now I'm talking about buying maybe an MP3 player because
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just saying, I'm just
Yeah.
fucking saying like I like
Uh,
Spotify and I like Apple Music and I like Dizzard and all that, but it's not like owning
yeah.
your shit.
Or SoundCloud or whatever. Oh damn. I like the. Oh damn. Now I was looking at something here from a reader here on Boom GTABoom.com. It says Xbox takes aim at Sony after the GTA 6 disc fallout.
Who?
This the writer here is named Ray
Well,
Ampo.
so far, if you've been following the news, Domino's took a shot at them. GameStop has taken a shot at them. Um, and by the way, I don't want to hear from you, Microsoft good budget. You're going the same way. And the CEO might go, oh, we're gonna find a way with your old games to take the license off the disc, and we're gonna find ways to. No, you're not.
Oh yeah.
Stop sweeping this shit under the rug. You're basically gonna say you own nothing. And the whatever B lady for the gaming basically said, we own nothing. And you know what? The whole preserved game shit that they've been fighting for, that law, that they just went, oh no, we're just gonna vote. We're just gonna vote in favor of the corporations. Bro, I just don't get it anymore, and it's corrupted. And I'm sorry, EA, $150 for sports games. I won't be buying sports games no more. Trust me when I say this. Won't be buying an EA sports game. Will not be buying a 2K. Nope. You won't convince me. These companies got another thing coming. It's one thing for me to go, okay. It's one thing about PC parts. It's one thing. It's one thing to make chips expensive. It's one thing. But to basically tell me gaming is becoming a rich women's league.
What?
It's absurd.
Since
absurd.
when? Since when?
I don't want to hear some of you curmudgeons that tell me, oh, well, gaming was expensive and then that was different. Different times. Different. You got wine and dine for the price. At least you got something in return. You're not getting something in return now. You're getting fucked over. You're getting fucked.
That's it.
It's plain simple as day. Sony don't give a shit about you. Sony don't give a shit.
And that Microsoft is a bunch of hypocrites because they're doing the same thing as well.
And it was dumbfounding. There's news coming out this week that they're canceling the Blade game, which I was really looking forward to because I like Blade.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, look. I'm just literally no joke. I'm literally no joke disappointed in Sony as a whole. I'm disappointed in Microsoft as a whole and gaming as a whole right now. Like Steam had one job, and you're releasing your console. And don't give me the whole adage, oh well, we took courage because of the stuff. You could have taken a loss. Yeah. Gabe Newell, and after he announced that price for the Steam machine, he was already talking about he's driving in a fucking yacht. A brand new yacht. And then buying a house in Florida. So these gaming companies, I don't want to hear about, oh, well, Steam, Steam knows what Steam knows. Like, no, they don't care about you.
They don't care about your ass.
They care about money.
That's all that matters. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And I just find it interesting. Sony don't give a shit. And then Sony, the backlash, their response to all of it was, oh, well, people are just going to accept. No, people are not accepting it. People buy a lot of fucking physical games. And I'm going to say this word one and one time only, pirated. People are going to piracy now. Sony is going to lose a lot of people. Just telling you. And I don't really think, and I'm going to say this, I don't think that people really understand that owning your media should be a very important thing. You should own your media, because if the world goes down, if we have a national crisis, how are you going to play your games? How are you going to do things? If you don't have local backups or saves, you're fucked.
No.
That's what it is. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, because people feel as though you're hooked onto the main network, and everything's going to be all right without a backup. And then, like what you said, things can happen, and you don't.
Well, Jeff Bezos came out. Jeff Bezos came out and basically stated that he wants you in a world to where they can control the narrative of cloud computing. And I'm like, no. And then Microsoft is rolling back on the idea of they're damage controlling. Microsoft has been damage controlling the last, couple of months now because people are moving over to Linux. They're losing people by the day.
Oh yeah, because and then too, this is all part of the whole 15-minute cities where they said you will have nothing and be happy. That's what it's. That's what they're playing. That's what they're playing into, and they're finding out people are waking up to this, and revolting, and moving towards other brands.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. My thing is Nintendo is still got physical somewhat media with the Switch 2, but my thing is with Sony and Microsoft, you continue down this path. And I hear this all the time. Well, Steam is best and good old games. Guys, you think Steam has your back? Do you think PC's full of digital games? They can pull your license anywhere, anytime, anywhere. I
They
don't care
too.
who I don't care who tells me different. And you can sit here and quote me the TOS, but if Steam wanted to, they could change their TOS tomorrow, and we'd be having a different comment. Steam is not the good guys out of this. I'm sorry. These companies don't care about you. They care about the money that you're putting into them. They want you buying. They want you part of the cog system. That's how this goes. That's why Sony realizes now, oh fuck, we just fucked up like LeBron James. Oh fuck. We may be losing people. That's what's happening right now in lifetime. Sony is
Oh,
getting
yeah.
sued by major people. This is not going away. Sony fucked up, and Microsoft had to pull their ads talking about physical to digital and how you're going to love it and transition.
Yeah.
It, it,
This is. It sounds like George Orwell's 1984. That's
and
what it
guys,
is.
we had a gaming crash in 1985, and it didn't go away for quite a while. It took the industry. It took the industry a good 20 years to recapture what they had in the 80s. It was bad. Like
Yeah, it was bad.
it was catastrophic. Companies went out of business. People were losing jobs left and right. That's what's happening now. And Microsoft closing these studios, it just makes no sense. They shouldn't be closing studios. And the whole idea of
So
these live service games is ridiculous. Like, I'm
I
excited.
definitely
Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for GTA 6, but not at the prices. I'm not okay
no.
with $80 to $150 games. And
Oh
then
no.
lock it away. And they're not even showing. They haven't really shown you much of GTA, the new one that's basically back in Vice City. They're not really showing you a lot. And then it's the whole hook, line, and sinker. They expect all these gamudgets to go out and buy this. And
And
I'm seeing reports of some of these fucking people going out and buying scalped copies. Bro, you're not even getting a disc, you're getting a code. And that's not even
yep.
guaranteed the person scratches off the damn thing and hopefully they didn't use the code to fuck you over with on
True.
down the line. So this
Because
gaming
it's
shit, it's just I just don't know what else to say, man. Sony, they fucked up. Microsoft,
yeah.
what are you guys doing? You guys were the bastion of gaming for a long time. And you guys are going the same way, down in the shit bowl. Like, you're like LeBron
And then
James fucking hairline at this point. There's gonna be nothing
and now they
left.
want and they're the same ones that's doing so doing a lot with the hypocritically self-deceitful behavior with Xbox taking shots at Sony with the whole GTA 6 fallout when they're the same way as well.
Well, yeah, and they're doing the same thing with the disc. There's a reason why there's a hardcore reason why people are going away from digital back to physical. There is a reason. There's
Yes.
there is the people are getting sick and tired of getting less for more for less, and getting slop content. And Sony has been fucking up for a while. They want to do full body scans and double ID checks. They want you to own nothing. And then they want to take your ID and fucking sell it to whoever in Timbuktu.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
the high
they get hacked. There goes your social security number. or sorry, your ID that leads to your social security number getting taken.
And your medical records as well. Yeah, yeah. hmm That's what's going on. Then too, you gotta understand who they're hooked up with, and a lot of these companies that are going kind of under a bit. They're not with the whole agenda of the administration in the White House. I'll just keep it as that. I'll just keep it as that because how is it that you are acting like this while the administration, while those that are with the administration kind of don't have those problems?
And I want to be real here. I don't want to sound like I'm being nasty towards PlayStation or Xbox, but it's egregious to me. You want to tell me next generation to somebody that likes to go window shopping and looking at things, you're telling me that you're not even offering. See, I wouldn't be mad if Sony and Microsoft said, okay, there's an optional USB drive, disk drive that you could buy off to the side for $50. Okay, but they're not even doing that. And Sony's now saying we're winding down production of disc in 2027 and then forget about it in 2028. And then on top of it, all the people that bought their handheld PS Vita, let's just keep it real on this channel. All the people that bought Vitas, the store's closing. And Sony says,
Closing.
you better get your games now or you're just gonna be fucked. And I just go, that's shitty. That is shitty. And then the ESR, the gaming whatever organization, the ESR. Oh well, it's okay. They gave them head notice. If you hear the lady that runs the organization when she talks, she goes, "Oh well, we give warnings." That doesn't soften the blow. Like,
Oh,
let me be real. Guitar Hero, right? I loved Guitar Hero. Bought so much tracks. When they canceled it, and they closed down the servers and they were getting rid of DLC back in the day, I got fucked. I got a ream job. I didn't get to keep my games. They didn't give me a refund. They didn't give me the idea of, oh, hey, by the way, you could keep your games. No. No, they've been
no.
doing this since the 360 era.
Yes.
And then Sony got in trouble for removing 500 games or 500 movies from people's libraries without them even knowing. And I feel that's illegal. But then Sony will justify, oh, well, here's a TOS. And they wonder why they're getting sued. And by the way, my state was the very first state. If you buy a license in California for a game or a voucher of a license of any sort, you own it. It's illegal to take it from you. That's why Microsoft got sued by our government here at state government, and they lost. And they had to pay so much money because they were taking licenses away from people without them even knowing when Windows 11 and Windows 10 shit, when they were doing the first upgrade series. Big businesses were losing licenses left and right that need to operate. Sorry, I sorry if I seem like I'm in in a tangent mode, but like this shit pisses me off. This shit right here pisses me. It just fires me up because it's like I love gaming, but right now gaming's in a shit bowl. It's just in a shit state. You got companies getting removed.
Yes.
And
No, I'm saying
Microsoft and Sony and EA, man. EA right now, I just don't get it. They're totally tone deaf.
yes. I've
But
seen that.
sorry, I've been on a tangent. So what do you make about of all this? What's your take on it?
Right now, it's just showing how much how much like volatility in the world, and it's happening in the world of gaming. So
Oh, well, it's
do I
happening
see
in
a
the movie industry too, by the way. The
complement
music
as well?
industry.
But particularly with gaming, I see more of like probably a reset, or what you would say, what you would say is a crash. I probably would see that more so than a reset because right now the gaming industry is going to shits. Let's just be 1,000. It's just going to shits. It's not the way that it used to be when you was playing it, playing your games and doing and
Well,
streaming,
you
doing
well you
gaming.
well y- well you grew up in the era we both did with cartridges.
Yeah,
We grew up with like the real gaming. Like
and then and then
kids don't realize it because we're in an era now live service and we're not really getting the we're I'm gonna say this in a good way. We're getting more remastered shit of older shit. And
yeah,
we're getting it regurgitated and we're just accepting it. There's no innovation in the gaming industry, period. There's no
yeah, because what
thoughts or rationale.
what what I remember it when I remember the game, it was when it was you had your Game Boy, your Nintendo, your Super Nintendo, and then Sega Genesis comes after came after that, and what you had was cartridges, and you used to put it into your game set. Make sure your TV was hooked up with the gaming console, and you go from there. And remember when it used to mess up, you used to take it out and you used to have to blow it, so that way it take out all the
Well,
dust.
we now know blowing was a mistake. You should have used can air.
Yeah, can they or whatever. Yeah, well, guys used to blow it and they
Well,
used to put it in.
as a kid, we didn't know that.
Now we didn't know that, but hey, people was doing it.
Hey,
And
we were the dumbass kids that probably that did the whole rubbing alcohol on a disc. We didn't think twice.
oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Oh
didn't
yeah.
think twice.
And then when we transitioned over to the disc, we did the rubbing alcohol and the whole. But
And
then,
ruined the coating on the game and didn't work anymore. And then we had to beg our parents to go get us another one.
yep, yep. Your mother's like, I just got you one. Then you're gonna get another one again, and then like they're getting upset. Like, what is it with all this addiction? You gotta. It was like it was so addictive. They said, "Damn, these kids got to concentrate more on school than the game." And I remember all that shit. Yeah, we went from the era like what we said, cartridges to disc, and then the whole digital on the
Well,
computer and all that.
people don't realize like I have a huge CD collection. Like bigger than most people think. And I try
Oh,
to tell this to people like I have so many CDs, so many records. I used to have a huge DVD collection before I moved. I sold most of it because I don't
oh,
really need. I have a lot of Blu-ray. The problem is in the world of things is, man, like we got so complacent on the idea and manipulated in the idea of digital was the future and how it's better. Yes, it's convenient. I agree. It's convenient. Yes, it's convenient because you can watch those B-rated movies and then be one and done like on Prime or whatever, right? But to
yeah,
me, I think the good movies like a Saving Private Ryan or a Platoon or a Fast and the Furious, I just don't think it's okay for companies to step in and go, well, gee willikers, because we're paying so much for these actors, we need to take the license away from it, from all these people that own it. I think if you spent
yeah.
hard earned money, you should be able to keep it.
That's
And
true.
Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs was the one that said all the time that you should own your own music,
Yep.
digitally or non-digital. And he
Yeah.
was the guy that said even if Apple went down ever, you would still own your music.
Good. And it goes and this is going into the music industry now with all these artists selling their masters. I mean, you should have been like Michael. This is why Michael Jackson it's always that tops for me because it's not just his music
Well, it's like
and it's
right
the record.
now, let's put it in this way. It's more like we're gonna go for real here. It's like Boy George selling himself to the AI devil and remastering
Oh,
his music in AI and saying, "Oh, it's so much better." And it's like, bro, like
no, it's not.
I don't
Culture
understand this
Club.
whole. I don't understand the whole idea of. I personally don't get the whole why these artists are working with AI. I think it's criminal.
No, because especially artists from the 80s, like Boy George, your music is supposed to be original. Okay. if you're gonna go through the
Now, okay,
remaster,
so in fairness, I understand why what's his name from Top Gun, God bless his soul, that died, that played Jim Morrison. I
yeah,
understand why he did what he did. That's different. If you're willing and that's what you want to do, more power to you. I'm not against that. I'm against the people that are just trying to make a buck to make a buck and use AI for it. And then make a cop out of, oh, well, it took courage and I can't do. It's like you can't do what on your own. That's what it is.
yeah,
So that's my personal opinion. Like I've said this on many fronts. I think AI is a great tool. It's not something that should revolutionize industries. I think the human element should still play a factor.
that's
And
true.
and and
And
and AI is not there yet either.
because I know a few companies now, they are now knocking down the AI and bringing back the human elements into
Walmart's
their
one of
operation.
them. Walmart's one of them. From my understanding, these AI coins that they have to even run AI is way too much money, and they're saying to run AI is costing 3 times more than an actual human being.
Hmm. You see, yeah, there goes those moves.
And
There goes.
honestly, AI is dying anyway. AI is dying slowly, and I'll tell you why it is because a lot of people are revolting. Here in my state alone, here in this city of mine, they have voted against multiple times AI data farms.
Yep.
It's no good for the people.
No, it's not. It's not because it takes away your ability to not just gain knowledge, but at least to learn more. Because it's more of that it's autopilot or auto driver
By
where
the
you
way,
just ask.
if you want to ask me why I'm so animate about physical media, it's not. I was pro and I wasn't about pro media. Excuse me. So to be honest with you guys, I was about pro streaming for the longest. I was like streaming is better because it was convenient to me, but I've slowly walked that back over the years because look, at the end of the day, you should have physical media options. And yes, you should be able to play the games and these companies should not be able to dictate to you. It doesn't take much for them to update the games to keep it working. It doesn't take much. And
No,
by the way, some of the older stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you, some of the older stuff is better than the newer stuff. And by the way, they're using nostalgia in front of you. Like a lot of these Final Fantasy games that are out there, just using it. They're using it because they know they got you by the balls, and they know
no,
they're gonna hook, line, and sinker money,
of course they know that you're gonna keep coming back to them. That's all.
and they're not gonna innovate.
Yeah,
There's no innovation at all.
they could give you a shit. They could keep on giving you a shit. They could keep on giving you shitty content with the shitty product, and you'll still come and get, and you'll still go and get it. That's what they're telling. That's what they're telling you. Basically, what they're telling you in front of your face, and they're telling everybody else along with it as well.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the truth when it comes to video games at the moment. Like and then people want to put out, oh, Steam's the bastion, and it's not. Steam's a service that you're buying licenses from. Steam,
No,
if they ever fell apart, yeah, are they gonna honor? Are they gonna honor the idea of you keeping your games? Are they gonna honor you like you think? Did they said they were going to keep the Steam machine down price cheap. They didn't. $1,200 and it's no better than 3 generation old hardware. So they didn't keep their
nope,
promises, and then they want to say it's because of the AI manufacturing companies. And by the way, so you
no.
guys know, Apple's getting desperate. They're working with the Chinese.
Oh yeah, and we're working with the Chinese. Guess what? Their products are going to be more expensive. Here we go.
Well, they're
Drink
getting
that in.
China's got a like I told you on when we did the other show. China is actually right now they're in a renaissance right now. They're the ones that I'm gonna tell you guys, and they're gonna get the last laugh out of America. Is the fact that they're gonna come in and save the day, yay. with all the RAM prices and everything and the chips. Because I'm going to tell you
Oh, yeah.
why. Because they could produce it. They have so much population and so many fabs and so many factories. I watched a big deep dive into this. They are planning to go after these other companies with cheaper pricing on purpose. They're waiting for this moment to pull the trigger. The only thing that's stopping right now, and the reason why, is because Orange Man has a bunch of contracts and licenses with Micron, Samsung, Nvidia. That's why they haven't been able to. But Apple's the first one that's literally no joke because they need to. They are one of the biggest companies right now, and if they don't, it may be the death of them because $200 more for an iPad, $200 more for a MacBook Neo. I don't think that's it, Chief. And people are already saying we can't afford it.
No.
So Apple's got to make a decision what they're going to do next. They have to.
Sure.
They have no other choice. And other companies are going to follow suit, so the Chinese market's going to grow.
Oh, yes.
You can thank Orange Man for that. All Orange Man had to do was keep the same rules in place and not even sweat. No tariffs, no nothing. Just do what he needed to do and build jobs here quietly. What did he go do?
Yeah.
He shit on everybody.
And then the job number's supposed to come up this week. It's gonna be low. It's gonna be lower than they're looking for.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I'm just being honest. This is not a political conversation. This is the truth. The truth is we shit on all of our partners that we've made partnerships with. We've shit on every one of them. And the problem is we're paying out the nose because of it. And the RAM crisis is all a Gestapo monopoly to begin with. It's all a racket. If you go back in the history books, I've said this. If you go back from 2000 to 2004, these same very companies are doing the exact same thing. Why? Because the CEOs that originally ran the company that were let go, the COOs of those companies are now CEOs, and they're just doing the same thing. It's all padding their wallet. It's all to fuck with you. It's market manipulation. They could lower the prices anytime, anywhere. They're using the AI shortage to fuck with people, and what eventually is going to happen, people are going to stop buying products, and companies are going to be left going, what do we do? That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
And for instance, TVs are going to start going up in price. I'm lucky I got my 32-inch in this bedroom of mine that I do the show from. I got a 32-inch on, I think it's a 1080p. It was on sale for $70. 1080p, powered by, by the way, On owns Vizio, by the way. Walmart owns Vizio. If you guys didn't know that.
Oh.
They use their software technology and their TV designs, but they call them On TVs now. So it's just On powered by Vizio. They just use the software technically. And by the way, some people say there's advertisements. There's not advertisements on TVs. It's Android TV basically what it is. Baked into a TV just with Vizio's skin on it.
Yep.
So we're ranging. Go ahead. You want to say anything on this topic on gaming and whatnot? I know I've been talking about.
No. But yeah, because basically right now, I would current events form future trends. I look for the gaming. What's going on now is just that the gaming is just it's out of control. What I see moving forward with it, it's a crash.
There's so much insider trading that's going on right now. Like, what's his name? The Orange Man's going around and buying all stocks right now, and I'm just like sitting back going, buying stock on Apple, buying stock. Who's not like now? They're finally waking up and going, "Oh, we got to do something about that." You should before it gets worse.
Yeah, because I was hearing somebody was one of the Democrat it was a Democrat governor from Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro. He was talking about how they need to put a law out there so it could prevent the president from making those type of deals.
And people want to get an understanding. Like I was reading I was watching TV and people just don't understand how he's able to make money so quickly. Well, when you pump and dump in crypto, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. You can pump and dump. Look at the Hawk Tour girl. The Hawk Tour girl. If you go and watch, what's his name? The guy that talks all about crypto scams and shit like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Hawk Tour girl. She did a pump and dump. She made so much money and then lost her ass from a hole in the ground from all the fucking putting it all into her show, trying to save her show. That's what you get for pump and dump. What's then eventually is going to happen is it's not going to be the tax shit. It's going to be all the insider trading. When we look back at this, it's all going to come to roost eventually with all this insider trading. That's what's going to happen.
Once those people that are making those type of moves, making those insider trading moves while in office, hey, they got to worry about the next administration or next political party that comes in that's going to not just hamstring them, but call for trials against all that.
And what you didn't expect was with Elon Musk. This is one thing I will say, and I know I'm probably in trouble. What you didn't expect with him, he's crying over not being a trillionaire anymore. The reason why, he went public. People bought stock, got what they needed, sold at a high price. All the people who were able to do it, they bought stock, sold when it was at the highest, and pumped and dumped. That's what happened. He lost money.
Yeah.
I saw that coming. He's an idiot. He should have just kept it private and kept the thing go up and up and up and up, and he didn't. This guy, man, like everybody claims that he's the god. He's a god. He's the greatest thing on earth. No, idiot. And by the way, we gave him all of our social security numbers. By the way, thanks, Doge. Assholes.
Yeah.
Gave him medical records. Let him walk out the building with all of it. Nobody talks about that shit, man. Nobody talks about that shit. Nobody. By the way, I want to say this. The 250, that fireworks show at Washington was garbage. What a joke.
Here we go now. Now we're gonna get into this because
bro, that fireworks show was so bad, bro. It was so bad. I'm like, you're going for the Guinness World of Records. I can't even see the show. There was no show. It was like napalm in the morning.
You said napalm in the morning. What?
Bro, and if you sat there, let me tell you, I saw videos of people. You got to be dumb to sit there and thinking you are going to get some satisfaction. No, that was a shit show. And 20 other states did not show up for this thing, including California, New York. Didn't show up. They didn't have representatives showing up for the booths. Oh, and by the way, the 3D printed parts they were using, this is how pathetic it was. It was melting in live time.
Whoa, but also to get those tents that they had out there during the whole ceremony, the AC system broke down. Oops.
Oh yeah, they didn't have AC, and then they turned around to everybody else and told everybody else, "Oh, by the way, you're just gonna love it. It's okay, but buy this $20 water." Like we're back at Woodstock '99. People were like, "Oh yeah, this is the greatest show on earth." There was not even like rides. There was just a Ferris wheel, a lonely Ferris wheel.
It was so boring. The skydiver that went into that landed on the grounds of the whole ceremony got more attention than the speech.
Oh, by the way, FYI, like, what a waste of money. Like, they could have done that shit so much better. They could have done that shit 3 times better. Let's keep it for real.
Listen, but I already saw that coming with that, because it was.
I just had to cover this on the show, that 250 show, bro, and then they couldn't even get good. They had to get the military to cover music. That's how bad. You know it's bad when artists won't show up for your own shit.
No, the artist didn't. It was like, wait, there were no
You know
artists.
where
I
the
didn't even
artists
see
were? You know where the artists were? They were in South Carolina doing a show with Post Malone and Blake Shelton. That's where they were.
Okay,
And also
Post
in
Malone.
L.A. Because guess who showed up
L-
in L.A.? Queen
who?
Latifah, and pulled out her
Oh,
old school music. I watched it live. That shit was
all right.
beautiful. Chef's kiss. And she still got it. And I was bobbing out to every minute of it, of Unity. Unity takes me
Yeah,
back to 1990, 94,
and
95.
yeah, yep. It takes me back. It takes me back too, boy. It was like,
Her
yeah,
rapping just takes me back. It's like, bro, like this is the shit. Like
oh yeah.
there was a lot of shows I watched outside of that. And his speech. I'm sorry, Orange Man, but bro, you want to say I'm this, that, and the third? More power to you, brother. More power. You brought out more bags of bones to honor than you actually had a great show. And then you had a guy trying to sing like he was Andre Bertelli. And oh my God. I just went, and the guy goes, get up, get up. And I'm like, bro, the crowd is dead. The crowd was
Yeah.
dead. There was like a WWE fucking NBC group. They were acting like robots. Yeah, I'm just here to cheer. Woo! And it's like, bro, make it entertaining. Come on now. I'm sorry,
Uh,
man. If you paid hundreds of dollars to go to that show, man, you're on a whole nother level, man. Whole nother level to me. You got fucked in the ass. That's what happened. You just let it happen.
and, and then
And
you put
also, there was pictures that I saw a fucking cheeseburger that looked like that I can grill better. Little midget
oh
burgers you were getting for $20. 20
oh
fucking dollars with a wada. Drink that in
whoa
2026. I could have gone to McDonald's and got 2 cheeseburgers for that price.
yeah
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
yeah.
rip into this show, but this shit was awful, and the shit that I saw.
Nah, I mean, and then his speech was just all over the place. Meanwhile, we got to give a shout out to my mayor, Zoran Mamdani.
Shout
What
out,
a good
shout
speech.
out, shout out to shout out to just anything upon anything in his show. In his speech, and then turned around and Franklin D. Roosevelt, bro. I turned around to my mom and I said, "Look, mom, he's gooning again for him. Look at that. He might as well pull out his big one and start racking that shit to that guy because there's videos of him. Literally, no joke. There's an AI billboard thing, right?" And he's standing in front of it, starting to talk to him like a normal human being. There's real video of him standing and chanting and shit in front of it, like he was bowing down to that president. And I sat back and I went, "Mom, is that real? Is that an AI generated?" No, she goes, "That's real. That's really him at the monument days prior, literally going, saluting and having a conversation and calling him the greatest president of all time." This is no joke. You can go look this up on the internet. This dude was literally chanting and literally having a I don't know a porn moment where he's like moaning and fucking going, "Oh my God, Theodore Roosevelt, you're the greatest president ever." And he started talking to him. "I'm gonna be like you one day." I'm sitting, you go, "This is our president. This is our
Yeah,
dude. This is the guy."
this is the way things have way things have gone, which is a joke, which is a
Oh,
fucking joke.
by the way, I need to have myself on Mount Rushmore. When I heard that, I fell
Uh,
out of my chair.
okay, that's not happening.
No, hell no, hell no.
That that shit ain't happening. Well,
Oh, and
you we just
by the way, that inflecting pool, they can't even they got blowers and shit on it now. They can't even answer how much more money it's gonna cost. The guy that's running that, he can't even give a straight face without lying and bullshitting. Today, he was on TV making the rounds, trying to like tell people, "Oh, well, it won't cost that much money." Like,
oh really? So,
oh, it's gonna hurt. It's the same shit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. And I'm wondering in that American Freedom 250, how much are the American people paying for that to have a world record? because he had the Guinness of World Records guy there standing. How much did he pay that guy? Sorry. I'm clowning on the whole thing because I sat and watched it and I went, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Yeah, it was. He made the show all about him. Meanwhile, Mom Donnie had a very good speech.
Man, Donnie went on and he was also at the Macy's Day firework.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, listen. Our mayor's all over the place. So, and that's what we need. So,
Right,
shout out to him.
right.
He's doing. He's trying to do everything. Trying to do everything right. But some folks still trying to say he's this and he's that. But whatever. He don't.
Bro, I'm
It's
gonna
like
say this. I said this before. He's my age. He's young.
yes, he is.
I think Look, let's see what the first reign of him is gonna be. I have a funny feeling Karen Bass is gonna be removed. I just have a feeling with that. People are gonna go the same way they did in New York. They're gonna want the other one that's going this way and everybody's going that way and we're going to go in that direction. Like, this is America. This is what we do. We go right and we go one way this way. And when people get so sick of it, they're going to go this way because they don't like the way this is going. And then we're going to go way too much in this direction. And people are going to be like, oh, no, 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 we got to go this way. This country can never make its mind on one thing and one thing only. And we keep changing our minds it's like an emotional cycle. It's like a fucking cycle in the dishwasher. We can't make our mind on what we want. And I'm telling people, midterms. This is where you want your voice to be heard. Is now or never, because they're taking
Yeah,
away rights by the day.
primaries. Yep, and it starts with the primaries. Then you work with the midterm general election.
Yep.
Right now we're in the general election time, so let's go. So I could see I could see LA having what they would call a socialist mayor, because because the DSA is
Well,
right now.
I honestly think a lot of people are not happy on how Karen Bass handled a lot of things with the fires. I think that's very apparent. But they didn't want the
Yep.
other guy that was spewing rhetoric and bullshit and lies and
No,
deceit. I think they want somebody else to come in, and I could totally see the other woman winning just because people are fed up. That's what people are not really. People are not voting because it's one or the other. They're just fed up. They're fed up of that one thing, and they want something else. It's like going to a
listen,
restaurant and getting the same thing over and over again. You want to change after a while.
it's like it's like looking at the pendulum shift. When one side does not do things that are right, they go to the other side, and that's just what's going on. And it's not, and the fact that they go to the other side, they're looking, okay, are you establishment or are you for the people? So now
Right,
it's establishment versus freedom. So, and a lot of them is choosing freedom over the
right.
establishment, because the Democrat establishment they're working with the whole Trump administration.
Well,
So
I think what's happening is, and this is just me looking at it with younger eyes, is most that I think what's happening is people want to go to the other side, but they want the other side plus some, and I think they want that whole not the same bullshit in the same circle, regurgitated like they've done before. I think I've said this before, and I think there needs to be a progressive movement. I think there needs to be younger people running the establishment. I think I've said this to you on calls when you've called me. I've said this to my own mother. I've said, look, these Supreme Court judges and some of these senators, it's egregious to me that they're allowed to get to 90 years old and fall apart or
it's
have
true.
drop with heart attacks. I think if you're not seeing things right, or you're senile or you're feeble, you should be fired. As far as I'm
Yes.
concerned, there should be rules in all branches of government to where I think 4 years or 8 year terms, I agree, and then after that you get removed. We vote people in. It should be about the American people. I think Supreme Court judges should be about the American people. not so
Yeah.
much who and why and what. And people are saying, well, blah, blah, blah has so much power because they gave them the power to do so. I'm laughing at it because they just enabled the next sitting president to do whatever the fuck they like then. They
true.
just went full stupid. So in play, they went full stupid. So no matter if it's Republican or Democrat, the next person that's in office, they're going to have full reign on who they can fire, what policies they can run within reason, and they just gave them ammunition, no matter who it is. That's our country in a nutshell right now. It's like video games are going to shit, food's going to shit, electronics are going to shit, and people are worrying check to check and oh, but we need to pass the Save the Care Act. Like, fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Fuck out of here.
Oh,
And
no.
then Mike Johnson's like, I'm going to try to pass that again. Ha, ha, ha. And I'm sitting here just going back going, no, because it's failed so many different times, buddy. Good luck
But
trying.
they call it the Save America Act.
Yes. And
Save
guess what?
America
It's not
Act.
going to pass again when they're going to try to pass it when they get back on Tuesday. And Senate's already said they're not going to pass that. There's things in it that they don't want.
No.
On both sides.
It's,
This is not a
Of course.
one-sided thing. It's both sides. Both sides are saying the same thing. Mike Johnson's trying to save his ass. That's all this is. He's trying to save his ass, kiss ass, and save his ass.
because the Republicans are slated to lose the House and it's going to be Democrat and all that. So it's just a political ploy for him to do that.
Well, it's not just that. It's people just fed up. I think we can all say we're kind of exhausted. I think a lot of us are tired when we look at our wallets or we go to the pump or you're trying to buy a Uber or you're trying to get somewhere. The prices are twice as expensive as you once had it 2 years ago. And I've said this to people.
Yeah.
Are you better off 2 years ago when the other regime was around? Are you different now? You're different now than you were back then. Coffee's outrageously expensive. I don't care who tells me different. A steak at $40 is insane. It's not practical. But when you fuck over other countries, that's what's going to happen.
And then now too, what's going on? Like we were talking about with I was just talking to my mother here about the oil. Right now, you have the last shipments that are coming into this country to the ports and piers from the Strait of Hormuz. Now, when they come in, fine, it's great that they're here. Here's another issue that they're gonna have. Then they're gonna have to they're gonna have to decide what they're gonna use it for, either diesel or aviation. Diesel because you need the commercial trucks and vans, etc., to do the deliveries.
Do you know how
So that
many?
way
Do
they,
you know? I'll give you a fun stat on gas. Do you know how many friends of mine that I know, like in the streaming side of things, have all switched to electric vehicles?
yeah,
And we're even considering going electric vehicles. We're looking at getting that new RAV4 all electric that they have V6.
okay.
Because my car is running on like 14 years old. It don't owe me a thing. It just, somebody in this house wants something better. Something that does better. And I think that's a lot of people. I think a lot of people are just sick and tired of being nickeled and dimed. I just think that's what it is at this point in the world. And I think it's a crime to me that we don't talk about Cuba or we don't talk about Venezuela because they're in some shit spots right now.
Venezuela right now, you have a lot of corporations now that are going to chime in on the whole project. On projects now, what they did is they manufactured this whole natural disaster to push the people out of the main cities so they can come in, clean that up, and build up resorts. And also along the coast of Venezuela, they have some
And
nice,
and big apartments and things like that, technically.
yeah, and also to beach resorts along the Caribbean Sea coast.
Yeah, it's really it's really it's an interesting one. I'll put it that way. All right, we're
because
gonna wrap
because
up. We're gonna wrap up the show at 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think we're gonna get there. I think. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, I was saying, well, with Venezuela, you have that going on. You have a stolen election in Colombia because the people were in the streets revolting. And people and nobody is not wasn't even talking about it because the guy that Israel and the Israelis and Trump chose won, and he said, "Oh, thank you, Trump, for helping me to get elected." So they pushed out the quote unquote I would say people's president, Gustavo Petro. So that's another situation to look out for in Colombia. In Argentina right now, they're burning down land in Patagonia because they say, "Oh well, the Israelis, the Israeli Jews want to go live there. Let us give them land. We understand that, but you don't have to burn down land to get property." But like I said, everything is crazy in this
It's the
world.
world you
So
live. It's the world you live in, right?
yeah, so
Well,
yeah,
take a look at the curmudgeons that were doing stupid shit with fireworks, man. Like now, it's stupid. Just have fun with
yeah,
fireworks. You don't need to do all that extra bullshit.
yeah, and then too, somebody shot fireworks at someone here in the New York City area and killed them.
Yeah, see, that's stupid. That's just lame.
And, and I'm like, damn. Uh, okay, so that was one situation, but we had one like 5 years ago here up in Harlem, where these young YNs, what we call them YNs, that was popping fireworks and was shooting the fireworks at homeless people.
That's lame. That's stupid.
Yeah, shooting them at homeless people.
By the way, we'll wrap it up here then. I want to say
Yeah,
thank you
just
to I want to say thank you to everybody that's come by. Normal streams are gonna be back. Trust me when I say this, I'll be back. I'm probably gonna relax a little bit. I'll fire up some Fortnite or something like that for you guys, or Clone Hero, one of it. We're gonna have a normal stream as I come back. Bear with me. Like I said, I had to fix my computers, so that happened. I'm still tweaking and doing things. I've been a little lazy. I gotta probably take my dog to the vet because I think she's either sick or something's wrong. So I'll know in live time at some point today. Um, in this extreme heat. So yeah, we're gonna be
yeah.
under heat environments down here because we're going into the 115s today.
Oh,
We're gonna
we
be
were just
dry heat bad.
yeah, because for us over here, we were we were like what 90. Because for us, we get like we got 98, 105, 98 one day,
Yeah, you
98
guys are getting
on.
the hit with that humidity. I watched at the Braves game the other night when I was watching it live before Orange Man celebration thing happened. They were fogged
Yeah,
out. They had to delay the game because of the fog was so bad.
yeah. Nah, it was bad down in Atlanta. It was just that. Listen, that heat down there comes with humidity, but up here as well because um, but people said, well, it's hot. All my fellow Panamanian folks, they were saying, well, it's hot. I said, this heat is different from what you guys are used to in Panama. Panama is dry heat. When
Yep.
it's hot, it's dry heat. Up
Yep.
here, it's heat with humidity. Humidity is like up in the 70s or 80s. So we had like 98. We were 98 on Wednesday. No, yeah, Wednesday was 98. Thursday was 105. Friday was 104. And then Saturday kicked in again. It was about 100. It was 100 on Saturday. So we had that we had that heat. And you were saying that you was watching the folks just going through it here with the humidity. We had the humidity here because what we get over here is very much different from what y'all get in the desert. In the desert, that desert heat is just like
Well, we
straight
get
heat.
humidity. We get humidity though. So like We'll get humidity like, back east, humidity at times, but it's
Okay.
not like you think. And it's another thing is we get dry heat. I'm used to it because I've been here for a year now. So when I tell
Cool.
people the 115-degree weather, um it's really nothing really. You get used to it, but but again, that's the price you live if you want to live in quiet and whatnot in certain spots. Like if I lived in Oregon, it would be raining, and quiet.
Oh
So
yes.
no matter what you go, it's the price you pay for quiet. You know what I mean? If you go to these areas, it's the price you pay. But one thing I will say, you get used to it. You do your shopping in the morning before the heat starts dropping down at like 12 noon.
Yeah, 12 no.
Technically,
Ooh.
12
Yeah, 11.
noon, 12 noon, 2 o'clock. You get things done beforehand. You schedule everything as the store is opening. Go in, get out, and get
That's it.
back.
Because once you trying to, it's like once the evening comes around, it is still hot.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we had that. Listen, we had that here. I had to do like one or two things. I wasn't even trying to be out there much with the heat. Even though for me, I could still try to move around, but this type of heat, that type of heat is just like, I was like, I'm good. I was like, whatever it is, okay. I go across it. I go, um, not too far from my house, do whatever I have to do, and then I just come back because it was just too much. It was just too much.
Exactly. All right, guys.
'Cause it was-
Well, you guys have a great night, all of you. Or morning, sorry. Be kind to one another.
Morning.
I will say this all the time in this show. Be kind to one another. Treat each other right. By the way, we do talk about a lot of different topics and subjects. So
Yes,
when
we
it comes to things, just have an open mind. When you come here, get your favorite beverage, get what you need. Have a neutral mindset sometimes. I know when we go into the political shit, I know people don't like that. Um, one other thing I will say, I did watch TNA Impact this week. What a shit show. Fuck you, TNA. And fuck you, Carlos Silva, for ruining your own product and sabotaging, because I know why you're doing it. So you could sell the TKO and make billions. Fucking dickhead. Asshole.
that's right. You can
Ruining
cash
a
out.
classic product. You're ruining nostalgia for money and greed. That's what that's about. Oh, and
That's
by the
what
way,
it
the
is.
Gumudget fans, I don't want to hear, oh, TNA was supposed to be second. They're the second. No, they're not the second one. They're not
No.
even the third. I would say they're number 6. They're not even close. They're not. You know what? They're in the ballpark of NWA. Same ballpark.
Oh shit.
Same ballpark. Oh,
Listen,
and
and
by
ML
yeah, and involved. They're in the same ballpark.
and MLPW is about to take over that once they get on TV
They'll
this
they'll
month.
take up they'll take up that nice number 3 spot. Well, MLW's actually, I'll be honest, MLW's kind of taken over that spot. And number 3, they're doing a pretty good job holding it in. Fusion's been great. I've been watching
M-
Fusion. It's actually not bad.
yeah, MLW. Gotta remember them. MLW's been kicking ass
Yes, they have.
along along with
And who's their
MLPW.
champion right now? Killer Cross. Killer Cross doing a good job.
Oh, and also too, WWE. You know, Scarlett Bordeaux gives a big fuck you as well because she's a champion as well. Bitch,
Oh yeah.
bitch.
Oh yeah. She won the women's title. And she can
Oh, so
actually
much.
go. So she can actually go, by the way. A lot
Yes.
of people don't realize
So
she
much.
can actually wrestle and go. She did it in Ring of Honor.
Oh
Fun fact.
yeah.
And women's of
Oh,
wrestling. Fun fact.
facts. Yeah, because
And TNA
WWE.
back in the day.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember her and TNA back in the day was she was going in the ring. I said, okay, look at you, girl, look at you, Scarlett. But
Just because
WWE
she has
wanted her to be.
big boobies and all that doesn't mean she can't go. I mean, she said in WWE she asked many times to be a wrestler, and they turned around and said, "No, you're a good manager." And I turned around and go, "That's kind of sad. That's kind of pathetic."
Yeah, that's what they saw her as, and that's what it pissed them off. It had to piss them off because it's like Your wife, you and your wife, you're working so hard to at least see each other in the ring.
Lakers, Lakers, come on now, Peyton Watson. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think you guys are getting
Oh,
that one. That's what some of the reports are saying. Same with Kalimba.
Kaminga,
Yeah, I
Jonathan
think
Kaminga.
Rui. I think if Rui's willing, and I read Rui is willing to take 7 million more. That's all he's asking. He's not asking much from the Lakers, man. I'm just saying you can get him for cheap if you can get the trades together and get the capital. I'm honest, man. Like he said he's willing to take a discount to be a team player. He has now said this. It'd be a shame because he's doing everything in his power to be a Laker. He's not taking any other deals, and the deals are drying up for him. I feel bad because he should just take a deal at this point.
Yeah, because I guess he still wants to be a Laker, but do the Lakers want him?
That's going to be the $1 million question because it's very confusing. That's the
Do the
thing.
Lakers do the Lakers want him? But for Boston, Boston went from, man, they could really compete against the Knicks to feeling like shit, and they're saying, damn, they're too far away now from the Knicks.
Well, they put. We'll go back there. They put the farm on fucking Jason Tatum. I said it was a
Yes.
mistake. I've been saying it. It's been a mistake. He's gonna be, and I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be the biggest mistake they make in Boston history. Because if Tatum, right now, they're putting all their luck into him. Before we go, we have this out real quick. Tatum, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is me being real with you, my co-host. I
Go
honestly
ahead.
think he's gonna be a bust.
Oof.
I really think he's not gonna lead the he's injury prone. Last 3 years, all he's been is sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Noticed?
And then and because also to remember the whole Achilles injury that he suffered, playing against the Knicks last year.
Yeah. See, I'll just say this about him is I think Boston made the wrong bets. I think they made the wrong choices, and I think it's going to come back to haunt them on this one. I think Philly's going to have the better way, the better path. I think Philly just went, okay, we can keep a bead. Maybe we can make Jaylen Brown make this work and put some players
Uh,
around all of it. And I think they're going to be interesting. I think Philly's going to be interesting.
So for me, if I'm Joel Embiid, I know my ass could be removed, can be moved around as well. Y'all say, oh, they can't take up that contract. Well, y'all said people said, oh, they couldn't take up Paul George's contract. Who's gonna take it up? They found a suitor. Like I said with Embiid, they could find a suitor for him. You feel as though Mike Gansey, and Bob Myers really want somebody that's really slow like that? Because the way Bob Myers built that team with the Warriors, motion offense, motion
Well, my
offense.
thing with a beat is where do you have him go? What team do you think is going to take him?
I'm not worried about that. Listen, they're not gonna worry about it. They're gonna
Well,
find a good offer.
they're going to have to worry about what team they're going to trade to. What team do you think they're going to trade to for him?
Okay, so you're gonna stunt the growth of Tyrese Maxey,
No,
VJ
no,
Edgecomb.
I'm just saying what team are you going to trade a bead to?
I mean, for damn,
Are you just going to pull a are you going to pull a fucking what you call it to the Brooklyn Nets for
you
Randall?
could do that.
Are you going to dump him?
I mean, right now,
Well, if I'm the
Embiid.
Philadelphia, okay, honestly, if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers right now, I
I'm
want
not
I want to get as much out of him as I can for capital and money.
okay. If it's like that, yes, because now you have not now you have a guy in VJ Edgecomb with Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brown. Then you can get a big. Then you get a big that's very much flexible and can move around because they're gonna need that. They're gonna have to do that. And this is Bob Myers. we know how Bob Myers built that team in Golden State. So things are going to be different in the way that they build it, that they build that team. But I look for Joel Embiid to be moved around as well. Listen, last last season showed us no one is safe. Not even your top star. Not even the top star. Between Luca and AD,
Well, my whole thing right now, like I said before, and I don't know. Just my whole thing is I don't know what they're gonna do with Embiid. I think Embiid gets dumped to a whatever, a fuck all. So I think is gonna
okay.
happen.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. Hold on. I told y'all was aha.
What
Wow.
what happened?
No, no way. I just saw this from Yahoo Sports. What did I
Uh
tell you?
oh.
What did I
Oh.
say?
Oh.
They
What
read my
happened?
mind. They read my mind.
What?
76ers predicted cut ties with Joel Embiid.
They're just gonna cut him.
I told you. Wow.
Wow. That's savage. They're just going boom, gone, gone,
What?
be gone. That's what they're doing. Be gone. Here we go. Right here. Here we
You s-
go. Here we go.
huh?
This is what they're
Yahoo
doing.
Sports.
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. He's
No, no,
black.
no,
Go
no.
on. He's
You gotta play
bald.
the other
Does
one.
he
What?
look like a
Are you
bitch?
kidding me?
What?
Yeah. Here you go.
Say,
Yeah.
do it again, please.
Stay
Oh,
off.
this one. There it is.
I mean,
What? Are you
what?
kidding me?
What? And you got to be kidding me. I mean, you sit down.
See,
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you guys this straight up. Here's what I think they should do. So here's me being honest. If they're gonna get rid of a beat, hey Lakers, go make him a backup, mid-level exception.
Oh, I told you. What? Remember you was telling me what team? I'm like, I was not gonna go on the cutting side because because then again that money does not.
Well, how much is coming off the books though? That's the question.
$191 million.
Wow, wow. So
That
that tells me
because
that just tells me that it's game over.
I told you last season showed us no one's safe, not even the top star on the team, Luca.
No one was safe because LeBron is gone off the Lakers, man. He wasn't safe. He thought he
Luca,
had Senior Luca. What do you mean?
Luca, Luca. Remember? Oh, Dallas was supposed to give him that 5 year, 450
Well,
million. It was
okay. In fairness, Okay, so in fairness with that, when they traded him to the
uh,
Lakers, it was kind of whack. That owner had owner ties with the Lakers. It was kind of just like they were like shaking hands as best friends. Nobody expected
no,
that. I didn't even expect him to get traded. I thought he was going to be a Dallas Maverick for life.
and Nico Harrison got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, he
These
did.
people,
Karma was a bitch. You make a deal with a team. That's what you get.
well, listen, Polinka said, "Well, I'll take him. I'll take him." Well, Joel Embiid, I told y'all, I we we was. You said, "Oh, what they gonna do? They gonna find a suitor?" Oh no! Oh no!
See,
What?
that's what I thought they were going to do to get capital, but they're just saying, nope, we'll just take the salary cut, and that'll be that.
Because you said how much was coming off the books, $191 million, which means that's a 3 year deal that he signed, the
See, a
extension that he
Joel
signed
Embiid to me, he could be a perfect backup center for somebody.
that is slated to kick in next season. Okay, that's the same thing that they did with what's his name, Tibbs, Tom Thibodeau. Tibbs' contract was supposed to kick in this season. What did they do? What did James Dolan? What? Well, James Dolan didn't do it.
Fired him.
Bingo. Guess what? You don't have to pay that extension
Absolutely.
because it doesn't kick in. Because if it kicks in game one, which is at the preseason, you are on the hook for that. That means for Joel Embiid, if he gets cut, should he get cut, the 76ers will be off the hook and they can use that money to fill out the roster.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna leave it there. I'm starting to get tired, so we're gonna leave it there. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you to co-host. All of his link, all of the stuff is down below for himself. SmoothPana on everything. Check
Yes,
him
sir.
out across the board. Links. All you gotta do is copy that, just drop it in your favorite platform. You can find him pretty easily.
It's very easy.
By the way, guys, I'll do one last check on some things, see what's going on. I guess Leo Rush is back at it again. He was for Fourth Rope Promotions with his Black Ring of Honor TV Championship belt.
Okay.
Now
He's
there wasn't there was one other thing I wanted to say. There was an update on Adam Cole. And they're saying
Cole.
he's getting closer every day. That's
Okay.
according to being the elite.
Okay, good. Because listen, that's an asset right there that we need back in wrestling.
Jake Roberts confirms that he's not part of AEW anymore.
Jake Roberts?
Yeah, he's not part of AEW anymore.
Okay.
So here it is. The Cleveland Cavaliers are reportedly saving a roster spot so they can trade for Bronny if LeBron signs with the team.
Okay, so you're gonna get a little bit now you're gonna have a lot of ball handlers. Because you need a point guard. Then you're gonna need a point guard. You need somebody doing point guard because because you're gonna have three ball dominant players. And LeBron.
It's already starting.
James,
It's already starting. Maxwell Jacob Freeman on X. Da da da.
yes.
Da da da.
Okay.
In this news update, calling out Sheamus hardcore, saying bring that ass to AEW.
Oh yeah. That was one of the fantasy matches, fantasy bookings that I saw.
Okay,
on the article.
so here it is. I don't know if this is true or not. So this
That
is
what?
occurring to Lakers all day or whatever. I don't believe in these reports until I hear it from a Shams or I hear it from the real people. But reports that the Lakers have informed Rui Hachimura that he will no longer be bringing him back. Supposedly.
I told you. Yes, I said it, and I said it because right now, I said it. It's like, what happens if they told them that they don't really need him? He could get, and he has other deals out there on the market that he can be able to look at and sign one.
This is coming from Nick Wright. So to the guy that sat back and said to me, LeBron James stats matter. Here's Nick Wright, an upcoming I call him the new age Skip Bayless, basically. Nick Wright of the on Fox Sports, and I love his show to pieces. He's like literally the new version of First Take. He says someone needs to come to me and explain to me what Michael Jordan is better than LeBron without saying the word 6 rings. Yikes!
Okay, come here, Nick Wright, come here. I see you shouldn't have went there because now I'm gonna have to lay down the Michael Jordan knowledge to you.
Oh, now there's
did you know-
reports that Vince McMahon may be showing back to WWE.
Who knows? Who knows? But
So
okay,
it looks like Kalimba is going to be a Laker. They're picking him over Rui.
okay. Well, okay. But I want to get back to Nick Wright. Let me get to Nick Wright real quick before we decide to say goodnight. Let me say this to you, Nick Wright. Come here, sit down. Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. Period. End of discussion. You want to talk about this? We can talk this. Multiple time MVP, multiple time NBA MVPs, multiple time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, wait a minute. Multiple time NBA All NBA First Team. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Nine time.
so here's a new one. Ready for this one? LeBron James
Uh-huh.
says on the Pat McAfee show that him and Michael Jordan don't talk because he's a ruthless competitor who doesn't want to see somebody else in the number 23. Yikes! Big rips,
Whoa,
LeBron. Oh. How about the
whoa,
fact? How about the fact you're not welcome to the gentlemen's club table because you don't have 6 rings?
whoa,
Oh, that's probably
whoa,
why you're not a winner.
whoa, whoa. No, but Nick Wright, getting back to listen, I like Nick Wright. Nick Wright did pick the Knicks to win the championship, and he was right. Okay, so
But
let me
by
get
the
back to
way,
you.
by the way, LeBron, you know why Michael Jordan won't sit with you at a table, right? Because you're not a winner. You don't have a green jacket, asshole.
Green Jacket.
I'm claiming like golf, the green jacket when you
Oh,
win the Masters.
oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, okay. So, anyways, Nick Wright, let me get back to you. Nick Wright, Michael Jordan is a multiple time NBA All Star, of course, but also multiple time All NBA first team, multiple time, 9-time NBA All Defense. Oops. Wait a minute. I thought Michael Jordan was all about offense. Nah, man. That man used to get down on the block and play defense. Oh, and by the way, Nick Wright, the GOAT of basketball, Michael Jordan, never let a NBA Finals game get to a game 7. Drink that in.
It's fucking awesome.
Never,
What's fucking awesome?
never went,
The show?
never
Hell
in.
yeah! Thank you for that, buddy.
Thank you. Never in his career, Michael Jordan in NBA Finals play, he let that the Bulls got to a game 7. None of that. Meanwhile, let me see. LeBron James, your boy needed 7 to beat the Golden State Warriors to catch that title. Oh,
Bro. I told everybody earlier in this stream slash show. I said straight up, LeBron James, at the end of it all, yeah, he'll get in the Hall of Fame just like Allen Iverson did. But let me be real, his legacy is so tarnished at this point. It's not even funny. The man sat back, could have took less money, could have rode out being a Laker for the last year on the fucking bench. And instead this man wants what, 56 million dollars? And then on top
and
of
by,
it, fucking over his own blood. That's the sad part of it all.
by the way, LeBron, Michael Jordan does not want to sit with you because you're not a fucking killer on the damn court, bitch.
It's basically like this. Hey, buddy, how many rings you have? Oh, wait, they're all with super teams. You didn't do it on your own, so I won't sit with you at a table. That's what it's
He
about.
wasn't a. Well, if it's that, well, listen, then
Look,
then
look,
then
look, 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 let's keep it for real on this show. Like the
uh
thing
huh.
about Michael Jordan was he played with amazing players, but he lifted those players and rode them on his back at the end of the game. LeBron James has done shit. He went to teams that were handed to him on a silver platter. Come on now.
Listen, he listen
And
his first.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. He should be an 8-time champion at this point. But what did he do? All about his ego and his sour grapes. He couldn't. He had to have the ball at the end of it. He fucked over Dwayne Wade in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and yet with Michael Jordan, yeah, him and Scottie Pippen had a little bit of whatever it is fallout, but they found ways to play together. They found ways to play together. The first iteration, of the Bulls 91 to 93, you had John Paxton, B.J. Armstrong, Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, Bill Wellington.
Yep.
Wow. And then
Yep.
and then here's the then you have the second iteration with the man himself, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Luke Longley, Ron Harper, Senior. Oh wait, what a team!
I'm just being
Steve
honest. Look. I dealt with LeBron James. Okay, I dealt with LeBron James for 9 years. I warmed up to him. I gave him an opportunity to impress me, and he couldn't get past the hurdle of taking us to a chip. He couldn't get past he didn't want to take less money. If he would have just taken less money, we would have been in a different boat, I think. We would have had players. You could have had Walker Kessler earlier. You could have had draft capital. The Lakers wanted to please him so much, they went after Bronny James, which I think and I've said this on the record, Bronny James is getting fucked over. That's just unfortunate. He's not able to progress or grow. You know what I mean? He hasn't been able to sit down with people and progress and grow. His dad's controlled the narrative. I feel so bad for the guy. Like, I'm with what's his face that said, Bronny, you know what you should do right now? And this is me to you, Rob Parker, said right to your face, just retire. Just go out with a blaze of glory. Take your $2 million, $3 million, and just go retire. Let the Lakers release you and announce I'm retiring at 22. He doesn't need the money. He's already sold so many merchandise. He's like literally on his own has made like 500,000 or something like that just alone on selling jerseys and shit.
Yeah.
So he does not need to be in the league, to be honest.
No, he doesn't.
And Bronny's more of a player that I could see going to Euroball and doing very well for himself. That's my thing.
Of course.
I think Bronny should just go play Euroball for a while and hone his craft and come back to the league. It wouldn't kill him to do 2 or 3 years in Euro basketball and just hone his craft. I don't think it would be that bad. But anyway, that's the show. My co-host is getting tired, and I want to go relax. So again, thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you for watching. Our next show will probably be Tuesday. Or no, Wednesday. Wednesday after Dynamite, because today's Tuesday. Or Monday.
Dynamite beat. We got
Dynamite
beat.
Go ahead.
So yes. Got that coming up. Plus, World Cup players, World Cup action is getting very interesting. Oh, and by the way, Orange Man got involved again in getting a player's suspension reversed.
Of course he did.
This time,
What's
USA with yeah. So because don't worry, the FIFA president said, "Oh yeah, Mr. Orange Man, I would kiss your ass by making sure I reverse the suspension of the player so he can play in the round of 16." Stupid. But that's just the way it is, folks. That's just the way it is. It's all that corruption.
All right, guys. Well, I'm out. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back later on in the morning once I get a nap in and whatnot, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, if you're on the Twitch side, let me go find somebody to raid real quick. And we will be. Let's see if there's anybody. There's nobody really on. So, all right. I'll see you guys. Peace.